The following is a presentation of Grayson Publishing.
It's time for Howe Bulldogs football on HoweEnterprise.com.
Mason Riggs, toss right side. He's got a good block. He's got a clear lane, and it's touchdown time in Texas. Handoff left side Griffin. He's got the 45. He's got the 40. Dragging him into the 38-yard line.
Howe Bulldogs football is brought to you by Cavender Home Theater, Sonic, Scoggins Funeral Home, Kiri's Coffee Company.
Zach Hudson, you are a gambling maniac.
Howe Bulldog football is also brought to you in part by Tech Wave, Buck Snort Barbecue, Abby's Restaurant, Attorney Micah Belden, and the Howe Athletic Booster Club.
So fourth down in Riverboat Gambler time at the 2-yard line. The Bulldog fans are on their feet. Both sides at full throat. 4th and 2. Bills over a defender into the end zone. It's touchdown time in Texas.
Now let's go live to the stadium with Monty Walker and Michael Mosier.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Bulldog Stadium. It's Howe and Caddo Mills, and it should be a good game tonight. More changes, Michael. It seems like each week there's changes galore, and this week is the same. Still a lot of changes going on for the Howe Bulldogs, trying to find the right groove, the right heartbeat. And this week we see a new quarterback for Howe. It'll be Chase Harvey. He will be the second member of the offensive line that started the year to move to a skill position, and he will be doing that starting tonight. He will wear the number 25.
Okay, 25. You know, that'll be good. You know, he quarterbacked in middle school, so, you know, it looked like when he was coming up out here, he got a pretty good arm on him.
Well, he also was the JV quarterback his freshman year, we understand. And he can throw the football.
Yes, he can.
We watched him in warm-up, and he can sling it around. And it'll be interesting to see. Now, that wearing the number 25 is a little bit interesting for quarterbacks. You know, that's kind of very 1980s Plano High School look, you know, when every quarterback wore number 20-something back in the day.
Right.
So it'll be a different look, but I think you'll see just about everything that you are not expecting tonight, you will see tonight, at least on the offensive side of the ball. It'll be a lot different than what you normally see. Roger Tidwell walks in. He's our PA announcer. And every week. I don't know if that's a good luck charm yet. It hasn't been so far. Maybe it will be tonight. But we have Justin White back from Alaska. He was not with us a week ago, but he is here tonight. Justin is somewhere on the field. We'll try to talk to him. And if he, yeah, go ahead.
I'm here, guys. You hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
How's it going? Good to be back with you guys.
Good to have you back.
Yeah, it was kind of cool up there, down there in Alaska, down there, wherever that is. In Alaska, about 40s, 50s degrees outside, and nice scenery. But I'm not a big cold weather kind of guy, so I was glad to be back in Texas. Glad to be back with you guys on a Friday night.
Well, tell us about the conditions. It was kind of drizzly today, all day. How's the field look, and is it holding up?
Yeah, it looks to be holding up pretty good. You know, they got fresh chalk out on the yard lines, out on the markers. It did rain a little earlier. The field is a little damp. There's a couple of divots here and there. Can you hear me okay, guys?
Yes, sir.
Divots here and there, but overall the field looks good enough to play on.
How about the wind? Is there much wind out there?
Just a slight breeze, probably about 3 miles an hour. It's about 73 degrees currently. It's supposed to get down to about 67, 68 by the end of the game. Get into good football weather, maybe time to bring out a little light jacket. But it feels good out here.
Very perfect football weather, if you ask me. That is just about perfect. Anytime that the sun starts going down a little bit earlier, that means football games are a little bit more important. And you know, this time of year you want to have that mouthpiece in and buckle that helmet up.
Not too hot, not too cold.
Yeah, it's just perfect, just perfect. So let's go over the starting offense and defense. This is always the fun time of the night.
Actually, this won't be bad tonight. Actually, not bad at all, hopefully.
I'll start. We'll go with the Howe offense. Ty Harvey split out wide. He has 9 catches, 169 yards on the season, averaging nearly 19 yards per catch. 1 touchdown on the year. The left tackle, Jacob Howe, the junior, 225. The left guard, Parker Blunt, 6'1", 220. And the center, Clay Marshall. He's a senior, 6'1", 295 pounds. The right guard, Chris Garrison. That's one change that you've seen from last week because Harvey moved from guard to quarterback, which is not a normal transition. But Chris Garrison will take his place at guard, 5'10", 235 pounds, and a junior. Devin Porter, of course, made the switch a couple of weeks ago from tight end to right tackle. He wears number 58 now. He's 6'3", 220, playing that right tackle position. Split out wide, you'll see Mason Riggs, a catch for 7 yards, and also you'll see Winston Moss, who has yet to catch a pass. Chase Harvey will be the quarterback. He has 0 stats, except unless you want to count some pulling guard stats.
Right.
And we don't have those, but we'll have some numbers on Mr. Harvey after tonight. Leighton Elvig to the backup quarterback. You may see at times he's 0 for 2 on the year in pass attempts. The fullback, the one back, Andrew Griffin, 63 carries, and he is the horse. 296 yards on the season, 4.7 yard average, a touchdown, and his longest is 89 on the year. You'll also see Dylan Moreau, who has 16 carries for 43 yards and a touchdown. Austin Lee tonight is in street clothes. He will not play tonight. Mikey Heimel, the slot back, and Cade Courtney, the slot back. You'll see them along with Hunter Cheatham at times. And that is your Howe Bulldog offense.
All right, let's go to the – you want to do the Caddo Mills defense?
Sure.
All right. Armando Aguilar. Got that one. Colton Stringer, David Naba, Guy Payne, Peyton Hammonds, Chris Taylor, Josh Freeman, Kalen Stanger, Kalen Dalton, Zach Morris, Logan Baker, and Sawyer Jackson. Bam.
All right.
Got them all.
That's nice.
That was an easy one.
That was,
Michael.
that was an easy one.
The defense, led by the defensive coordinator, Mike Zagleski, is the right defensive end, Chase Harvey, the left defensive end, Cameron Blesseye, the right defensive tackle, Chris Garrison. But you'll also see Dyson Dillard a lot there in place of Chris Garrison tonight because Garrison now going both ways. The inside linebacker, Andrew Griffin, and the outside backers, Dylan Moreau and Winston Moss. The cornerbacks tonight, Cade Courtney and Chase Barnett, although Barnett will be a safety. And you'll see Riggs and Ty Harvey kind of switching over the safeties in the corners over there. And Barnett, what can you say about him? Just an outstanding game a week ago.
Oh, man, that was a great game last week. I'm pretty sure he was in on every tackle.
Just about.
That took place on that field last Friday.
Let's go over the Caddo Mills starting offense.
Wide receiver Micah Lewis, left tackle Chris Taylor, left guard Cody Banks, center Justin Pate, right guard Jacob Pulley, right tackle Guy Payne, slot back Logan Baker, quarterback Cade Hayden, running back Hunter Aycock, running back Peyton Hammonds, wide receiver Cody Dumar.
Okay,
that's close enough.
we'll try it.
There we go. We'll start with that anyway.
We have a new sponsor this week, Douglas Propane. We'd like to welcome them, and they will also be sponsoring the Senior Spotlight coming up in 2 weeks. When we start district play, we'll interview a couple of seniors this week and have that for you in the pregame show, and also we'll post that on Friday afternoons. So we're going to take a quick time out. We've got Caddo Mills and we've got the Howe Bulldogs, and they're coming up here in just a few minutes. We'll be right back right after this.
Calling all Bulldog fans to come down to the Sonic in Howe for half-price shakes after 8 and open until midnight. Home games only.
Where you get great food and big smiles, and a little message for our Howe Bulldog football players. Go Bulldogs, fight Bulldogs, win, win, win. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
I'm attorney Micah Belden, an old-school black and white Howe Bulldog. In criminal defense, you need someone who fights like a bulldog. Call me now if you've been investigated, arrested, or charged with a crime in North Texas. My number is 903-744-4252. We'll set up a free consultation. You will find out that I'm rough, tough, and I can't get enough. I'm board certified in criminal law by the Texas Board of Legal Specialization, Principal Office, Sherman, Texas. Visit my website at shermancriminallawyer.com.
Hey, this is Monty Walker. Nothing in this town is a secret for long, but I've got one for you. I know you know all about Abby's Restaurant's Big Time Chicken Fried Steak, but this old bulldog can't get enough of their patty melt and grilled chicken patty melt. Just don't tell him where you heard it. Hey, it's a secret between you and me. Abby's Restaurant is Howe's own small town, small business, family-owned restaurant in the historic downtown district.
Don't tell anybody about their patty melts, because I want one.
When life is at its most difficult, we surround ourselves with people who are kind, compassionate, and understanding. At Scoggins Funeral Home and Crematory, Tommy and Bobby K. Scoggins are those people. When tragedy hits, they will work for you and take care of what needs to be done for your loved ones. For more information about their services, visit ScogginsFuneralHome.com or call them at 903-482-5225. Scoggins Funeral Home. Their loving staff will take care of you and your loved ones.
You are invited to the one and only Bucks North Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne, Texas. Your friends and neighbors say it's the best barbecue in North Texas. Now it's your turn to decide. Come taste the difference at Bucks North Barbecue. For complete store information, including menu, location, and hours, click on bucksnorthbarbecue.com. That's bucksnorthbbq.com. Bucks North Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne is a proud supporter of the Howe Bulldogs.
This is Michael Mosier inviting you to support your local Howe Athletic Booster Club. I may not be able to pronounce Enrique Camilero, but I can tell you that if he played for Howe, he would need your support. Memberships are $25 and are available at all home games. Your membership benefits not just high school programs, but also middle school sports. Please support your hometown kids, even ones that might have a name like Aljundo Dankenstater.
Carrie's Coffee Co. in historic downtown Van Alstyne next to the post office is the #1 coffee shop hotspot serving Bulldogs, Panthers, and mascots everywhere. Carrie's Coffee Co. offers a variety of organic coffee and non-coffee beverages. Come visit Carrie's Coffee Co. in downtown Van Alstyne next to the post office. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Carrie's Coffee Co. is Texas quality.
Welcome back to Bulldog Stadium. Monty Walker along with Michael Mosier, Stephen Braswell, and Justin White. Let's go over some of the pregame notes here. This is game number 749 in school history. The Bulldogs' overall record, 381, 343, and 24 ties since the program began in 1935. The Bulldogs didn't play. They didn't field a team from 1949 to 1957, which was 9 seasons. Justin may be trying to get the officials, but we have him here, but he might want to talk to him about getting inside that huddle. I see him making a beeline for those officials. This is the 6th meeting between Howe and Caddo Mills. The Bulldogs are 2-3 versus the Foxes and 0-2 here at Bulldog Stadium. The first ever matchup was back in 1986 when Howe lost here 47-21. But got revenge the next year with a 28-0 win at Caddo Mills on October 2nd, 1987. It wasn't until 2012 that the two schools met again when Howe lost at Caddo Mills 34-15, and then a year later played them over here at Bulldog Stadium and lost 12-7. But we all remember a year ago when Howe went over to Caddo Mills and gave them a pretty good spanking, 56-27 over at their place. And what I remember about that night is a kid named Logan Baker, a safety for Caddo Mills, got destroyed about 4 or 5 times, really lit up by Bulldog runners. And Mason Riggs had a long run of about 65 yards a year ago. Let's talk about the bad part. We hate to talk about this, but these are the facts. The Howe Bulldogs are averaging 9.5 points per game, and that's thanks to the incredible tough schedule that they faced. The scoring average is 10th lowest in school history, and the rundown is 1963 was 4.8, 1975 was 4.8. 1964 was 4.9. 1965 was 5.2. 1976 was 7.3. All of those were Norman Dickey. Don't want to say anything bad about Mr. Dickey, but they didn't score very many points back in those days.
Right.
In 2004, 7.4. In 74, let's see, 62, 92, and then 2017, here we are at 9.5. On the flip side of that, it's even worse. The defense is giving up 40.25 points per game, which is the worst in school history. Now, no one has faced two top-ranked teams starting the first 4 games of the season, and then two towns that are larger than you. But Howe giving up 40.25 is the most. The closest to that was 2012, 38.10. And most all of these in the top 10 are in the 2000s as Senator Seagroves walks up. This date in Bulldog history, the Howe Bulldogs are 4-7 on games played September the 29th. In 1939, Howe beat the McKinney B team 59-0. And in 44, they lost to arch rival, the hated Van Alstyne Panthers, 25-0. Not hated. I'm just kidding.
No, you're not.
In 1960, Howe won at Bells, 38-6. In 61, they won over Fannondale, 20-6. And then it started a string of losses on this date, September 29th. 67 lost at Celeste, 27-21. In 72, they lost to Allen, 28-6. That was here at Bulldog Stadium. And then in 1978, lost to Wolf City, 21-0. In 1989, Howe lost at Pilot Point, 36-23, and I lost some meniscus in that game. 1995, Howe lost at Bells, 35-6. In 2001 at Bells, 34-14. And then in 2006, Howe lost to Gunner, 35-8, on this day in Bulldog history. Let's take another quick timeout. The teams are at least airing up their tunnels and starting to think about this thing. And we've got some stuff to talk about as far as quarterbacks and changes and offense and stuff like that. And we are going to do that when we return from this timeout.
Alexa, turn to HGTV.
Tune into HGTV on Dish. This is Fixer Upper.
It may be a gadget, but it sure is fun. You can change channels and search movie titles easier than ever with Alexa. The best part? It's free from Cavender Home Theater. Alexa, why wouldn't everybody have Dish from Cavender's?
I don't know that one.
Don't be left out. Call Cavender Home Theater today or go to CavenderTV.com.
A word from Douglas Propane.
Working at Douglas, you are a member of the family. You do get to see Brad and Diane and the members of the family. We've just entered into our 3rd generation, joined as credit manager. You're in there with the family, and they treat you as such. We appreciate our customer base in Howe and surrounding communities, and go Bulldogs. Have a great year.
Bulldog fans to come down to the Sonic in Howe for half-price shakes after 8 and open until midnight. Home games only.
Where you get great food and big smiles, and a little message for our Howe Bulldog football players. Go Bulldogs, fight Bulldogs, win, win, win. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
Welcome back, Bulldog Stadium. As we mentioned, the tunnels are blown up now, and the Howe school song's going on. We'll let you listen to that. There is the classic Howe High School song. And Justin, down on the field, you know, did you get a chance to talk to the officials? They're going to let you in the midfield stripe?
Yes, they are. I was having trouble locating them. They kind of waited to the last minute to kind of come down here. I say the last minute, they usually hear about 7 o'clock, but they were Just came out here about 5 minutes ago, so they're a little late. But yeah, they I think is that the Commerce chapter?
It is the Commerce chapter. The referee is Robert Milton. The back judge, David Woolridge. The umpire tonight, Matt Patterson. And the line judge, Mike Lipsy. The head linesman is Cody Macari.
But yes, they are going to allow access into the coin toss again. So.
Well, it looks like a beautiful evening out there. And, we talked a little bit earlier about some changes. And you were going to see a quarterback change, obviously. Chase Harvey will move from right guard to quarterback, which is a strange transition. But the two quick guards are now in the backfield that started the season, if you think about that.
Yeah, and we saw Mikey last week, and he's pretty quick, and he's got a pretty good arm. He attempted that one pass last week, and there's another threat there.
Now, I love the mastermind of Zach Hudson and how all this comes to fruition. But if he has Clay Marshall at quarterback next week, I don't know. And I'm going to have to start questioning things here.
Well, you got to give him credit. He's not afraid to try something different, as opposed to some coaches who kind of say, well, this is our offense, or we're going to run it, and just, let the chips fall where they may. He's making changes and trying to get a spark with this offense somehow, some way.
There is no question that Zach Hudson will not stand for just, the same old, same old. If you're 0-4, things got to change, and he's willing to make those changes, obviously good or bad, because there's no guarantee. But obviously in Zach Hudson's mind, this is something to improve upon from what they have seen the past 4 weeks. And now we have the second grade. It's the second grade, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
They're going to sing the national anthem for us tonight as they're all lining up. This is a tradition here at Bulldog Stadium, been going on for many years, as the second grade class will sing the national anthem. And they are lining up right now on the track. What a hey, I tell you what, this is a big day for another Bulldog. Coach Steve Simmons is going to be a grandfather today.
Awesome.
As a matter of fact, right now they may be in the operating room, and that grandchild might be born right now. Who knows?
That's awesome.
Could you imagine your grandpa being Coach Simmons?
No.
That is one rotten child. I guarantee you he or she will be rotten.
I think that's the truth. While they're getting ready, these guys improve just a little bit every week. Every week we see something different. And it's, just like Coach Hudson said today in the coach's show with you, they're just one block away, one penetration away from something big. And they're going to get there. It's just, it's just a struggle, but it's okay. We're going to, the Bulldogs are going to be all right.
Well, go ahead.
I was going to say that, Michael, it's funny you say that, is that just being on the sidelines through the past few weeks, maybe this team doesn't, still trying to figure out where the pieces go and everything. But one thing that I could tell is this is a blue-collar team. You don't necessarily have a lot of razzle-dazzle, but you got a lot of hard-working guys of Coach Hudson, just kind of a no-nonsense. They're not going to give up, even though some of these games they've been, second half has been out of hand. They don't give up. And so I think they've taken on the personality there of Coach Hudson. And so it's just kind of nice to see some of that effort that they continue to give, whether they're losing or winning at this point.
Yeah, I definitely agree, and that's a great point. I think they do take on the personality of Zach Hudson, because you take a kid like Andrew Griffin,
right,
and he is Zach Hudson. I mean, they're the same. Tanner Hartsfield a year ago, and they're almost the same type of person.
And those guys, the Tanner Hartsfields and the Andrew Griffins, they take it personally when things don't go like they feel they should. And that they shouldn't. That's a lot of pressure for a 16 or 17-year-old kid to put that much pressure on himself. But that's the kind of leaders they are. They want that pressure. They want this team to succeed, and they will succeed. It's just we played a tough 4 games.
Yeah, the Howe Bulldogs are in the end zone. They're wearing black pants this week. They wore white a week ago. A different look for Howe a week ago as I can't recall the last time Howe wore white pants at home.
I don't either.
But they did a week ago, but they're back to black tonight. And the Caddo Mills Foxes, they're in the tunnel, and they're ready to come out on the field.
Yeah, they're wearing all white.
All white pants.
White pants, white jerseys.
White helmets.
Now,
Caddo Mills, their trim is green.
No, maybe they're wearing green pants. Maybe I'm colorblind. I don't know.
Yeah, they are wearing.
I think they are wearing green pants, guys.
Green pants.
I'm colorblind tonight. I'm sorry.
So, as soon as we have the teams come out, we'll have the national anthem, we'll have the coin toss, we'll be ready to go. Here come the Howe Bulldogs. It's a battle of the bands. It is Friday night in Howe, Texas. And that's what it's about right there. The pageantry of the lights and the band and the sounds and the smells. It is Friday night football, and it is football time in Texas. The captains are lining up. Clay Marshall, Winston Moss, that'll be Chase Harvey, our new quarterback, and Andrew Griffin will lock arm in arm as they will approach midfield. On the other side over there, it appears that it'll be Cade Hayden, the quarterback, along with Chris Taylor, also Callan Stringer, and the linebacker Josh Freeman. And they'll meet at center court, and Justin White is walking out there.
Guys, for a football game. Beautiful night. What's it going to be called, White? Flip the coin. It is tails. How you've won the toss. They're going to defer. You want to receive the football. Which end will you want to kick from, sir? Okay, you're going to defend the scoreboard. If you guys are black, if you'll turn around this way and white.
And you see it right there. The Howe Bulldogs won the toss, and they have elected to defer and defend the south end zone. So Clay Marshall did the talking, and now the Bulldogs are going to do the walking by deferring on being on defense first. And now we're just about ready for our national anthem. And again, the second grade Howe Elementary class will bring you the national anthem, but we'll have the prayer first, I believe.
We will have a word of prayer led by a sophomore from Howe High School, Dylan Peacock. After the prayer, then the Howe marching band will lead us in the national anthem.
And you heard
that? Prayer is Dylan Peacock.
You heard that from Roger Tidwell.
Lord, thank you for bringing everyone to the game. Thank you for this day and everything you have done. And please help the players stay safe in the game and also on the way home. In Jesus' name, amen.
And now we're ready for the second grade
now the national
class.
Anthem by the second graders, Howe second graders.
It's on the keyboard.
You know, it don't get much better than that.
How about that? That is wonderful.
That's a cool tradition. Trying to familiarize myself with Bulldog culture.
One of the best traditions they have here is every year the second grade class does that, and that is wonderful. Well, we're just about ready to kick this one off, and Howe will be doing the kicking. And I tell you what, it ought to be a barn burner tonight. These are two more. For the first time this year, we have two evenly matched teams.
Yes, we do.
We're not starting out in the hole. Last week, Quinlan brought twice the student body as Howe has. And this week it ought to be a little bit easier. Not that it's going to be easy, but it should be a little bit easier. Now, when Howe gets on offense, it's going to be crazy. We've already been told you haven't seen some of this stuff in a long time. So this is going to be a little bit different than it has been the first 4 weeks.
You know, I see a little bit different, just a little bit different stature in the way the boys are walking.
Ty Harvey has his hand in the air, ready to kick it to the north end zone. It's a high kick toward the near side. Going to be taken at the 22-yard line, up the middle of the field, from one side all the way to the other, and brought down at the 24-yard line.
J.C. Heppenstall in on the stop.
It was Meyer on the return for Caddo Mills and was stopped. Maybe about a 1 or 2 yard gain. They'll start at the 24-yard line. Moving left to right towards the south end zone is Caddo Mills in their green pants, dark green pants, white jerseys, and white helmets. A shotgun formation, and that's Hayden, and he's going to hand off on the first play in the backfield and drop for a loss.
Andrew Griffin in on the stop.
Back to the 20-yard line. A nice start for the Howe Bulldogs and a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, that was a tremendous blitz by Andrew Griffin. He went in untouched and just almost took the handoff.
So the nose of the ball will touch the stripe of the 20-yard line. It'll be second down and 14 as Caddo Mills comes back up to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation for Hayden, who's the cousin of Zach Hudson. And he's going to throw the screen pass out near side. It's going to be caught, and he's got a seam to the 30-yard line. And on the reception for Caddo Mills is going to be Micah Lewis. Lewis came in with 9 catches. Or 5 catches rather, 73 yards.
Look like Lewis is a little slow in getting up. Brought down from behind by Winston Moss and Cameron Blesseye.
Well, they didn't pick up enough for the first down. They'll spot the ball at the 32-yard line, needing about 2 more to go for a first, but it's going to be third down, and Lewis is still down at the 33.
And guys, there is a different energy on the sidelines here, those first 2 plays. For Bulldogs, you can kind of tell it's just a different spark in them.
Well, we were told by Zach Hudson that the whole week has been that way. It's just been a newfound energy this week, and it's good to see.
It is. These first 2 plays are, it's good to see these boys working hard.
So third down and 2, already a big moment here at Bulldog Stadium. A shotgun with 2 men on either side, and Hayden is going to run the read option off, looking for the far side, and spinning out of a tackle, and finally brought down initially by Cameron Blesseye. Peyton Hammonds on the carry, trying to run to the far east sideline, couldn't turn the corner, got trapped in jail, and was swarmed and tackled, and it's 4th and 9.
Thrown for a loss by Cade Courtney, along with several other Bulldogs.
Back to the 25-yard line, and it's punt time for Caddo Mills. And Hammonds is going to drop back deep to punt. Stands inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Andrew Griffin to return will stand at the Howe 41. Hammonds calls, and a pretty nice kick, high, wobbly kick. Griffin's going to let it bounce. And there's some extra yardage. Those are hidden yardage, Bill Parcells used to say. You've got to make the catch there, and it'll save you about 8 yards.
Got a flag on the far side of the field. Looked like Chase Barnett and maybe Zach Morrison in a little extracurricular activity on that far side.
So 10:15 on the clock. Howe's first possession will start right now at the 32. And we'll see what the infraction does to the spot of the ball.
The flag was back at the 45, looks like.
They're going to move it on back, apparently against Howe. Personal foul against the Bulldogs. That's not the way to start the night, especially with a new quarterback. And again, Chase Harvey, your new quarterback, the second offensive guard to move to the backfield this year, as he has been the right guard all year and last year. And now Clay Marshall brings him to the line of scrimmage, the big center. And Harvey goes under center with 2 wides and 1 back. Harvey's going to keep it up the middle, and he banks forward for about 6 yards. That's one other element that you have from Harvey. A big kid can run the football, and he did right there up to the 29-yard line.
Colton Stringer in on the stop, and Harvey was following, looks like Parker Blunt upfield.
They'll spot it at the 28, give Harvey 6 yards on the carry. He'll go under center again, and this time he's going to roll out right. Wants to throw the ball down the field, and it's going to be caught for a first down at the 34-yard line. So move the sticks. So far, so good. It's going to be Mikey Heimel on the reception.
Kalen Dalton in on the stop for Caddo Mills.
7 yards on the pass and catch sets up a first down.
That pass was tipped, and Mikey Heimel, caught it off of a tip.
Harvey rolled out right towards his cousin, Ty Harvey. And he goes under center. Man in motion again is Heimel. And this is going to be a handoff. Griffin running hard, barreling through the defenders to the 40-yard line, a gain of 5.
Again, running right up Devin Porter's backside. And he leading the way, got good 5-6 yards.
Well, this is the Howe Bulldog offense that we've grown accustomed to over the past 3 years of running, and then, we did have the pass a second ago, but it wasn't a deep down the field pass. But this is impressive so far on the first several plays early on in this contest. Harvey sends a man in motion again. It's Heimel again. And Harvey throws the screen pass caught by Riggs. Gets a block from Heimel, and it has enough for a first down across the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Kalen Stanger and Donovan Collins in on the stop for Caddo Mills.
2 first downs already in this football game. We haven't seen that kind of momentum early on in a game since Bowie when they drove the ball down the field and scored. Things unraveled after that, but this is a nice start so far. Not yet to midfield, however, and this is going to be a keeper, and that's Harvey. He crosses midfield, dives forward to the 41-yard line. Tremendous effort by Chase Harvey.
Great blocking by Mason Riggs. Brought down from behind by Hunter Aycock. We got, looks like Chris Taylor maybe trying to get off the field. Maybe he's a little slow getting across.
That's a two-way starter. Chris Taylor is, and if you're a Foxes fan, you hope he's okay, but he's hobbling pretty good on that left ankle. And he's having to be helped off the field, kind of jumping a little bit, can put 0 weight on that left leg, so he is being helped off. That's a big loss for the Foxes if he's not able to return, and he's now being carried off the field. The Howe Bulldogs with a renewed energy tonight, looking absolutely fantastic on offense to start this football game. We are now about to run the 6th play of the drive. Howe started with 10:45, or 10:15 rather, on the clock. Now it's 7:54. We are in the first. And this is going to be Harvey. Handoff Griffin, right side. The stretch play, trying to bounce it outside. We'll get about 3 yards.
Good downfield running, Andrew Griffin. Trying to get to that outside edge. Good blocking. Tackle made by Kalen Dalton. And Josh Freeman, excuse me. Not sure where Fisher come from.
So the ball spotted at the 39-yard line, a gain of 3 for Griffin. 2nd down and 7 coming up for Howe. Harvey, handoff, Griffin again. This is the trap play up the middle. He has almost a first down, but a flag is down, thrown by the line judge at the 40. he's talking to Coach Hudson as he wants an explanation. And apparently this is going to be, it's going to be.
No, it looks like it's offsides against the Foxes.
It is, and they were discussing whether to defer or not. And apparently it's going to be a first down after they spot the ball at the 31-yard line.
Looked like our spotter, Stephen Braswell, said it was Colton Stringer. They got it jumped off sides.
They ran what basically is the middle trap, and Griffin ran it perfectly. Got a great block on the linebacker from the left edge. 1st and 10. And here is Harvey wanting to throw the deep ball down the right side, looking for his cousin. Ty Harvey has to run under it, can't make the catch. Just barely out in front of him, and it falls incomplete about 8 yards deep in the end zone.
That was a great pass by Harvey. Just unfortunately, it was just a bit farther than the outreached hands of his cousin Ty Harvey.
Now that he had to turn on the jets at about the 10-yard line because he knew the ball was thrown a little bit too far. And he turned the jets on, and his 6'5" frame dove for the ball, but it just went off his fingertips.
He had a nice touch on that ball.
He did. 2nd down and 10 coming up. Moreau in motion. This is a handoff. Griffin again, left edge, and he's going to fall forward to about the 26-yard line. Again, Howe churning and churning and churning.
Great blocking by Jacob Howe. Stop made by Donovan Collins.
10th play of the drive coming up for the Bulldogs. 3rd down and 5 coming up.
We haven't said that in a while. 10th play of the drive.
It was a long time.
You know,
since I believe the Bowie first.
These guys. This looks like a different group tonight.
It helps when you have. You're not playing the state's greatest teams either. Here's the trap, the tackle trap from the other side, and this one is not going to work. It's going to be about a yard loss possibly, which will bring up a 4th down. And all of a sudden, it's decision time for Howe. But you're deep in Caddo Mills territory.
Colton Stringer in on the stop for the Bulldogs.
A yard loss, and it's 4th and 6 from the 27.
Is Riverboat Gambler time?
This is Riverboat Gambler time, I do believe.
You know, it's been working.
5:44 on the clock, and they are going for it on 4th and 6.
You know, we've gone for it 4th and 6 before. So.
Harvey goes under center. Heimel in motion, throwing the screen pass to either side. Now he's going to be sacked, and now he's going to try to run out of it. And back at the 30-yard line, he is sacked. He just didn't get the ball out in time. And Hudson is not happy with one of his wide. Apparently ran the wrong route.
Yeah, they're looking as Harvey looked left, and nobody was there.
Yeah, the left receiver ran the wrong route. So it'll be 1st down and 10 after a turnover on downs. That's unfortunate because it was a great 11-play drive. So here's Quinlan with the ball. 5:26 on the clock here in the first quarter. You'd like to get points out of that, but here we go. And this is going to be a miscommunication by Caddo Mills. And now some extracurricular activity that was not seen by the officials. But it's going to be a big loss of about 5 due to the miscommunication by Caddo Mills. So both teams being bit by the bug a little bit tonight.
Cameron Blesseye broke that play up, made a stop for the Bulldogs.
They'll spot it at the 26, give him a 4-yard loss. 2nd down and 14 coming up for the Foxes. Split out wide to the near side is Colton Stringer. He's actually in the slot as Lewis is back into the game, and he split out wide to the near side. Hayden wants to throw it down the field. It's going to be caught, and enough for about 10, 11 yards. The receiver was Logan Baker on the far side, and that'll set up a 3rd and short.
Great open field tackle by Cade Courtney.
Ball spotted at the 37-yard line. Gain of 11. 3rd and 2.5 coming up right here. Hayden wants it, barking. The man moves, but is not caught. The slot receiver jumped, and Winston Moss pointed it out, but the official didn't see it. Still barking. And now finally, he's going to keep it on the trap, and that one is going to be stuffed. No gain on the play. 4th and short coming up for Caddo Mills, and it is not gambler time for Caddo Mills, because you've got to bring on the punt team on your side of the field.
J.C. Heppenstall and Andrew Griffin in on the stop.
Now, if you want to fake it, that might be one thing. But still, on your side of the field, probably not a good idea. 4:04 and rolling here in the first quarter. No score. Hammonds, a low end-over-end kick, going to be caught by Andrew Griffin. Coming near side, has a seam for a moment to the 45-50. Look out to the 45, and gang tackled on the Caddo Mills side of the field at the 42-yard line.
Great running, great blocking.
He was shot out of a cannon like a heat-sinking missile as he caught the ball on a dead sprint and never stopped.
And caught it on a shoestring.
So Howe sets up at their Caddo Mills 42-yard line with 3:51 on the clock. Still in the first quarter, no score. And Howe trying to go back and finish what they started on the first drive after they turned the ball over on down 10. Moving right to left towards that north end zone.
Dylan Monroe checked in for Andrew Griffin. He's here on the sideline for a second, working on something.
Harvey rolls out, throws the deep ball to Harvey. Down the field, going to be caught at the 5-yard line. First and goal for the Bulldogs. Harvey to Harvey.
Great catch by Ty Harvey. You know, when you're 6'5", you can throw it up high like that, and he's going to come down with it every time.
37 yards on the pass and catch, spots the ball at the 5.
Andrew Griffin back in the game.
The fans that are here are getting their money's worth so far tonight. One man in the backfield is Griffin, 2 slots. Barnett is 1 slot. And this is going to be Chase Harvey spinning out of a tackle on the left edge, close to the goal line, but at the 1.
Colton Stratton to stop. Looks like Josh Freeman may have lost his helmet, going to play and come back.
Second down and goal coming up from the 1.
Goal from the 1-yard line.
This is, you can imagine, Chase Harvey or Andrew Griffin time. From the 1. 2 wides, 2 splits, 2 slots, man in motion. And now a timeout has been called by Caddo Mills. We'll take 1-2. We'll be right back with more Howe Bulldog action.
I'm attorney Micah Belden, an old-school black and white Howe Bulldog. In criminal defense, you need someone who fights like a bulldog. Call me now if you've been investigated, arrested, or charged with a crime in North Texas. My number is 903-744-4252. We'll set up a free consultation. You will find out that I'm rough, tough, and I can't get enough. I'm board certified in criminal law by the Texas Board of Legal Specialization, Principal Office, Sherman. Visit my website at shermancriminallawyer.com.
Welcome back. We are only going to take 30 there because I don't know for sure. They told us they would give us 60s, but we sure don't want to miss a second and goal situation from the 1.
You know, Caddo Mills calls timeout, which gives their weak side linebacker Josh Freeman time to come back in, get his helmet back on. That frees him up to come back in the game.
So here come the Bulldogs with 2 wides and 2 slots, and 1 man in the backfield is Andrew Griffin. Chase Harvey goes under center, sends a man in motion, and this is going to be a handoff. Griffin and a fumble on the play at the 1, and I believe Howe's back on it.
It looks like Andrew Griffin fell on it. You know,
so now it's going to be 3rd down.
But that's okay. You know, it's maybe just, you know, the nervousness of being this close for Harvey.
4th play of the drive coming up. A fumble, and you know, gosh, just punch it in right here, boys.
Just get it in.
You don't want to have any situation right here that could cause Hudson to pull some more hair out. Harvey goes under center, and this time he's going to keep it around the left edge. He's going to be tackled right at the goal line. He did not get in. It's going to be very close, but the official says he's down just before he got in. He was trying to spin in. So it's going to be 4th down and goal from the 1.
That's got to be inches right there.
And
got to be inches.
This is not Riverboat Gambler because this is a no-brainer. You got to grab your quarterback, your new horse quarterback, and just go. And I would imagine that's what's going to happen here. Take the snap, plunge it over, call it a day, or a drive.
Take the snap, follow the center, and just let Andrew Griffin give you a little punch.
Yep, that's a pretty good philosophy, but a timeout appears to be taking place. And what we've got. We've got a timeout on the field. Howe called it, and we'll take 1-2 right back.
Hey, this is Monty Walker. Nothing in this town is a secret for long, but I've got one for you. I know you know all about Abby's Restaurant's big-time chicken fried steak, but this old bulldog can't get enough of their patty melt and grilled chicken patty melt. Just don't tell him where you heard it. Hey, it's a secret between you and me. Abby's Restaurant is Howe's own small-town, small-business, family-owned restaurant in the historic town district.
Don't tell anybody about their patty melts, because I want one.
Welcome back as the Bulldogs making their way back on the field. Caddo Mills still in a huddle talking about it over on their far side. Now they come back out. You would imagine this would be Harvey time right here. Chase Harvey, not Ty.
I say you get behind your big left guard there, Garris doing.
Yep, that's a good idea to get behind the left guard there. As Marshall goes under center, or takes the center, and now Harvey goes under center. And he's going to run it himself. And he gets a push from Griffin, and he is in. It is touchdown time in Texas. 1 yard. Chase Harvey, welcome to quarterback.
You know, that it's great to see. You know, that's the boost that these kids need. And, you know, that's just a way to top it off right there.
On to put the icing on this drive. And it is on the tee. It is up, and it is good. Ty Harvey, the holder.
Great job, great job.
Howe has the lead, 7-0 here at Bulldog Stadium. And it's a great moment if you're a Bulldog fan. We'll be right back.
When life is at its most difficult, we surround ourselves with people who are kind, compassionate, and understanding. At Scoggins Funeral Home and Crematory, Tommy and Bobby K. Scoggins are those people. When tragedy hits, they will work for you and take care of what needs to be done for your loved ones. For more information about their services, visit ScogginsFuneralHome.com or call them at 903-482-5225. Scoggins Funeral Home. Their loving staff will take care of you and your loved ones.
You are invited to the one and only Bucks North Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne, Texas. Your friends and neighbors say it's the best barbecue in North Texas. Now it's your turn to decide. The difference at Bucks North Barbecue. For complete store information, including menu, location, and hours, click on bucksnorthbarbecue.com. That's bucksnorthbbq.com. Bucks North Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne is a proud supporter of the Howe Bulldogs.
We're ready for the Tech Wave kickoff here at Bulldog Stadium, and it's going to be Harvey and a squib kick up the middle. Going to be taken by the linebacker, number 99, with lots of beef. Josh Freeman comes up there, fields it cleanly, and Caddo Mills will start at their own 47-yard line with 1:27 on the clock here at Bulldog Stadium. It was a 5-play, 42-yard drive that took 1:27 off the clock.
That's what you like right there.
Left to right, Caddo Mills. Hayden still some miscommunication. And he's in shotgun formation, gets the snap, throws a screen pass out. And it's going to be caught and a gain of at least 9, maybe 10, good enough for a first down there. On the reception on the far side, that is, I believe, going to be Sawyer Jackson, and it is, and that will move the sticks.
Run out of bounds by Chase Barnett.
So now in the house side of the field at the 43-yard line, 1st and 10, Caddo Mills as they break the huddle, and Hayden, again, who's a cousin of Zach Hudson, goes in shotgun formation. And he will drop back 5 steps, setting up the middle screen, and it is going to be caught and a gain of about 6. I believe that was Peyton Hammonds on the reception, and it was. And that will set up a second down and about 5.
Andrew and Parker Blunt in on the stop.
Ball spotted at the 37-yard line. A different energy, I would imagine, Justin White.
It is, guys. It's almost a lot of hand high fives and hugs on the sidelines. It's almost kind of like we figured this out now. This is what our team is right here.
Second down and 5. And Hayden is going to fake it, and he's going to give it and be met in the backfield by Cameron Blesseye.
Cameron Blesseye, Chase Barnett, Parker Blunt, Winston Moss. Hayden, welcome to Howe, Texas.
It was the read option, and as soon as he pulled it out of the gut of Hammonds, he had Blesseye right in his face.
You know, it looked like Monty, he may have got up a little slow and a little gimpy.
It's a loss of 5 back to the 42-yard line. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. A good one at Bulldog Stadium as Howe appears to be back. 7-0. And we'll be back right after this.
This is Michael Mosier inviting you to support your local Howe Athletic Booster Club. I may not be able to pronounce Enrique Comlero, but I can played for Howe. He would need your support. Memberships are $25 and are available just high school programs, but also middle school sports. Please support your hometown kids, even ones that might have a name like Algendo Dankenstater.
Carrie's Coffee Co. in historic downtown Van Alstyne next to the post office is the #1 coffee shop hotspot serving Bulldogs, Panthers, and mascots everywhere. Carrie's Coffee Co. offers a variety of organic coffee and non-coffee beverages. Come visit Carrie's Coffee Co. in downtown Van Alstyne next to the post office. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Carrie's Coffee Co. is Texas quality.
Welcome back. 3rd down and 9 as Hayden drops back, throws the screen pass, incomplete. Trying to hit his receiver on the near side, which was Logan Baker, and it just went over his head a little bit out of his outstretched arms. It's 4th down. And this this one, the team is coming on, but this is the area of the field. If it was a shorter than 4th and 9, you could do something here, but you'll probably see an actual punt here on 4th and 9. Andrew Griffin will stand inside the 15 at about now he's backpedaling to the 10 with his heels touching the 10-yard line. Hammond, high snap, high punt, very high. It's going to bounce somewhere around the 20 and take a Bulldog roll up to about the 20-yard line. So Howe will start there in a new quarter, 11:47 left to go here in the second.
On that last drive there, Hayden may have been rushed a little bit. He had a face full of Andrew Griffin, and Andrew Griffin was coming hard. He had to get rid of that ball in a hurry.
11:47 on the clock as Howe now will move left to right towards that south end zone. A nice, beautiful green grass field. A little bit weathered in the middle, as it does this time of year. Turns a little bit brown, but a good-looking surface. Moreau goes in motion, and Harvey's going to keep it. He'll fake the toss and now keep it around the left edge. Still fighting out of about 3 tackles, and will gain his way up to about the 29-yard line.
You got some big backs in Harvey and Andrew Griffin. They're about the same size, and they're running about as hard as each other would run.
We have a visitor in the press box tonight, Jake Roberts, a 6th grader at Howe Middle School, and he, when he grows up, is interested in doing broadcasting, and I've told him to find a professional and go look at them.
Did he come up here to watch us?
So it'll be 2nd down, and Harvey wants to roll out. He throws it. It's going to be complete to Mikey Heimel. Not enough for a 1st down, but close at the 34-yard line. About a 5-yard gain catch, and Harvey has a quick release.
He does, and he
down and 2 coming up for the Bulldogs as they all look in. Zach Hudson running the offense tonight.
And guys, there's nothing really complex about this offense. It's kind of run left, run right, play action, and just kind of giving what the defense gives you. And you got a Bulldog there in Harvey who can run the ball.
2 inner slots. And now a timeout has been called by Howe. And we will take 1-2. We'll be right back right after this.
Cavender Home Theater has the latest from Dish. New customers get free movies and HBO for a year. Get the multi-sports pack with NFL Red Zone free and the Amazon Alexa free. Existing customers can get the Alexa free too. Just refer a friend to Cavender Home Theater and we'll get one. Our Hopper 3 has 16 tuners, picture-in-picture with 4 screens. Cable can't do that. DirecTV can't do that. Come by our showroom or visit CavenderTV.com today.
A word from Douglas Propane.
We had received a call from Cable One back when Howe had the tornado come through. Their tower site back on the hill runs a propane backup generator. You know, my service staff got the call late in the afternoon. We tried to get up there and get the gas to it. The ground was too soft for our bobtail to get back there, so we put it in four-wheel drive, and we actually took 100-pound cylinders and transferred them into the larger tank to get them through until we could get the larger truck back there.
Again, we want to thank Douglas Propane for joining our broadcast this week and throughout the season now. Third down and short coming up. Man in motion is Heimel, and Harvey's going to pitch it to him. And Heimel looking for a seam. Finally get past the marker. I thought for a moment he was going to be trapped behind, sneaky enough to slide right through that seam and picked up the first.
And followed a great block of Dylan Monroe. Matthew Kelly for the Foxes brought him down.
A 5-yard gain for Heimel will take it to the 39. In between the 38 and the 39, and where the ball rests. First down and 10 for Howe, left to right. Chase Harvey goes under center. His cousin is wide right. Man in motion is Moreau, throwing the screen pass out to cousin Ty. He breaks one tackle and is knocked down at the 44-yard line.
Caddo Mills player himself, Josh Freeman, made initial contact with Harvey.
About a 5-yard pickup on first down, sets up second down and 5. Close to midfield at the 44-yard line. Howe, again, controlling the football all night. They have done a lot what they've done in years past is control the clock, control the game, and that's what they're doing tonight. Chase Harvey will go under center with 2 slots, and this is going to be a handoff. Griffin, right side. Gets a pretty good block, but not one to spring him. Good for 3, setting up another short first down opportunity here at the 47-yard line. 3-yard gain.
Guy Payne in on the stop for the Foxes, you know, and it was good to see Chris Garrison, 5 yards downfield blocking for Griffin. Just he's there in case Griffin gets into that open field.
Third down and a yard and a half. Again, we haven't mentioned Derek Lands is in the booth tonight with the headphones on, helping out Zach Hudson. Heimel goes in motion. Harvey's going to keep it. He's going to sneak it across the middle, and he has the first down at the midfield stripe.
Again, following the block of Garrison and Devin Porter, Harvey made the first down.
The ball will be in between the 50 and the 49 on the Caddo Mills side. And, boy, this is a great-looking turn of event for this offense. First and 10. Harvey goes under center. Man in motion is Heimel. He's going to hand off Griffin again, right side. A good for 2. Ball spotted at about the 47-yard line. And again, the 8th play of the drive, and have taken all 4 minutes off the clock.
Kirk Childs in on the stop for Caddo Mills.
Howe kind of taking their time with the play here as Coach Hudson is yelling from the sideline the play in, and it'll be second down and 8 here. Harvey under center. Rolls out right, looks down the field. He's going to keep it around the edge. He's got the 40, and the ball pops out. The ball was stripped away from him. And I'm not sure who has it, but Harvey may have fell back on it.
Looked like Kirk Childs may have stripped it from him here on the sideline.
He was definitely going after the football there. 4-yard pickup for Chase Harvey. And they'll spot it right actually at the 42-yard line. So give him 5.
Yeah, you look out there now, and Andrew Griffin and Chase Harvey are, almost identical in stature. And they're both running the ball really hard tonight.
Like I said, I think this is the best offense for the Bulldogs, just having 2 guys like that just run between the tackles and see if you can stop them.
Chase Harvey under center. Third down and 5 coming up. Griffin, he's going to have the first down and more. Across the 35 to the 31-yard line.
Great downfield block by Dylan Monroe and Kalen Dalton in stop for Caddo Mills.
11 yards on the pickup for Andrew Griffin along the left side of the offensive line.
Looks like Kalen Stanger for for Caddo Mills, maybe holding his arm a little bit there. Maybe took a little stinger.
1st and 10, left to right. Howe quickly to the line of scrimmage again. Chase Harvey goes under center. He's going to drop back again. Throwing it deep down the right side for Harvey again. Caught again at the 3. He is in. It is touchdown time in Texas. 31 yards. Harvey to Harvey.
Wow, what a game. You know, what a game. What a game we've seen and what a turn of events. And, you know, in less than 2 quarters.
Man, guys, being cousins, I wonder how many times they've done that in the backyard. Go along, I'll throw it up to you, see if you can catch it.
Yeah, that's a good catch and pass right there.
Callie Vick on to put through the PAT here. As again, Ty Harvey now holding. Yeah, low snap, digs it out. It's on the tee. The kick is up. The kick is high, and the kick is good. 14-0. 6:11 on the clock here at Bulldog Stadium. And the Bulldog fans at full throat. We'll be right back.
Calling all Bulldog fans to come down to the Sonic in Howe for half-price shakes after 8 and open until midnight. Home games only.
Where you get great food and big smiles, and a little message for our Howe Bulldog football players. Go Bulldogs, fight Bulldogs, win, win, win. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
I'm attorney Micah Belden, an old school black and white Howe Bulldog. In criminal defense, you need someone who fights like a Bulldog. Call me now if you've been investigated, arrested, or charged with a crime in North Texas. My number is 903-744-4252. We'll set up a free consultation. You will find out that I'm rough, tough, and I can't get enough. I'm board certified in criminal law by the Texas Board of Legal Specialization, Principal Office, Sherman, Texas. Visit my website at shermancriminallawyer.com.
Hey, this is.
Welcome back.
You know, I looked down there when Harvey come off the field. He had a grin on his face. I don't think he'll be able to wipe off the rest of the night.
Tech Wave kickoff is approaching, and Ty Harvey will run 6 yards to the ball, and it'll be another onside kick, and this one's going to keep floating. It's more of a squib kick than an onside, and Howe's going to cover it nicely and bring down the defender going backwards at about the 30-yard line.
Cameron Bless in on the stop.
So Caddo Mills will start with 6:07 on the clock here in the second quarter, and it was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. It was capped off by a 31-yard touchdown pass from Chase Harvey to Ty Harvey. And the most interesting thing about that drive, it took 5 minutes and 36 seconds off the clock. Very 2015-16-ish. First down and 10. Right to left goes Caddo Mills. Hayden in the gun. He's going to give to Hammonds coming near side. Gets a great block from Freeman, and he's got a lane to the 40, to the 50. It's a foot race, and Cade Courtney's going to win that one at the 35-yard line near side.
You know, look like we've had Caden Harmon check in on this far side as cornerback on that play. Look like Harvey's back in the lineup.
40-yard line is where the ball is spotted. That's a 4-yard run. And this is going to be Hammond again on the right side. Same play, other way. And he's got a lot of room over there too. Another first down. Inside the 25 to about the 22-yard line.
Great tackle by Chase Barnett and Mason Riggs.
That one good for 24 as well. Back-to-back 24-yard runs. So it'll be 1st and 10 right to left. As if I'm Caddo Mills, I'm running that jet sweep either way. Just keep on handing it off to Hammonds. It's been successful 2 plays in a row. And they're going to run it the other way. And that's Freeman this time coming. And he's actually got some speed, the big fullback. Where's the number 99? But I'm telling you, he can scoot a little bit. He is a big kid.
Got a 25 playing quarterback for Howe and another number 99 playing for the Foxes. How often do you see that?
Never. I'm telling you, it's Plano High again, 1984.
Chase Barnett in on the stop. You know, that's quite a size difference right there.
Yeah, that is. And That's about a 2 or 3 yard pickup. Spots the ball at the 20. Fourth play of the drive coming up for Caddo Mills. Hayden in the gun, rolls right, wants to throw. Screen pass out right, caught, dropped. Trying to find the slot receiver out there, Logan Baker, but it fell incomplete. Third down coming up, third and long.
Yeah, Logan Baker heard the footsteps of the mighty Chase Barnett headed his direction.
You know, Barnett is a name we haven't called as much or as frequently as we did a week ago, but telling you what, that kid, Coach Hudson said he has a heart 3 times the size of himself. Hayden in the gun at the Howe 20. And he rolls out, wants to throw. Deep down in the left side of the end zone. All alone is Hammond, caught it at the 3, strolls into the end zone. Touchdown, Caddo Mills. 20-yard touchdown on the backside slot. And Hayden narrows the Howe gap. 14-6 awaiting the PAT. So 5 plays and 70 yards there for Caddo Mills. And the extra point by Cullen Brown is going to be good. So 14-7, our new score here at Bulldog Stadium in Howe, Texas. We'll be right back right after this.
Monty Walker, nothing in this town is a secret for long, but I've got one for you, fried steak. But this old bulldog can't get enough of their patty melt and grilled chicken patty melt. Just don't tell them where you heard it. Hey, it's a secret between you and me. Abby's Restaurant is Howe's own small town, small business, family-owned restaurant in the historic downtown district.
Don't tell anybody about their patty melts, because I want one.
When life is at its most difficult, we surround ourselves with people who are kind, compassionate, and understanding. At Scoggins Funeral Home and Crematory, Tommy and Bobby K. Scoggins are those people. When tragedy hits, they will work for you and take care of what needs to be done for your loved ones. For more information about their services, visit ScogginsFuneralHome.com or call them at 903-482-5225. Scoggins Funeral Home. Their loving staff will take care of you and your loved ones.
Welcome back. We're ready for the Tech Wave kickoff as Caddo Mills has narrowed the 70-yard drive. It took 1:31 off the clock. And it'll be, looks like Brown to kick this one away. It's going to be a high, wobbly kick. Probably would have gone out of bounds, but it's taken by Moreau, and he has a seam along the sideline there as he was running full speed. Right after he caught it, he went from 0 to 60 in a hurry, all the way up to the 40-yard line, and that's where the Howe Bulldogs will start on their next possession. 4:31 on the second quarter clock.
Zach Smith run him out of bounds.
So the nose of the ball will touch the white stripe of the 40. A nice painted field. They painted the stripes correctly this week. They didn't have to do any touch-ups as they did a week ago.
Yeah.
Everything went a little bit more smooth this week.
You can definitely tell the difference.
1st and 10. Caddo Mills changes up their defense for a moment. This will be a handoff to Griffin for about a yard to the 41-yard line.
Brought down hard by.
Well, this might be a situation where we have a halftime interview with Zach Hudson. We'll have to find out. He's more susceptible to doing things like that with a larger number on the board than the opponent.
Yeah, it might be a good time.
2nd down and 9 coming up, left to right towards the south end zone. Showing blitz is Caddo Mills, and this is going to be Griffin along the right edge. He had a seam for a moment, but was brought down from behind by Freeman again, who has, again, pretty good speed for a big kid.
Yeah, we don't have his size. He's not the tallest guy in the world, but he's quick and he's big.
Well, and he looks a little bit even bigger because he wears that flap jacket around his waist, which makes him look bigger than he is. But he's a pretty big kid.
He is.
Third down and about 7 coming up for Howe. 3:18 left to go before the half.
Yeah, we're more evenly matched with this team this week.
Without question. Chase Harvey under center, wanting to roll out left, and he's going to keep it around the left. Tries to fight off a block, but can't do it. Only gains about a yard. Fourth down coming up, and not yet to midfield, and Howe looks like they'll be facing their first punt of the night.
It looked like Freeman run him down. He's a little slow getting up, holding that flap jacket maybe. Let's keep an eye on him, see how he moves.
Well, this is definitely punt time. And with a 14-0 lead, you might fake it, but right here, pin them deep and make them drive the distance in 3 minutes. And a timeout's been called, and they're going to take them all in this first half, aren't they?
They are.
We're going to take 1-2. We'll be right back.
You are invited to the one and only Bucks North Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne, Texas. Your friends and neighbors say it's the best barbecue in North Texas. Now it's your turn to decide. Come taste the difference at Bucks North Barbecue. For complete store information, including menu, location, and hours, click on bucksnorthbarbecue.com. That's bucksnorthbbq.com, supporter of the Howe Bulldogs.
This is Michael Mosier inviting you to support your local Howe Athletic Booster Club. I may not be able to pronounce Enrique Comlero, but I can tell you that if he played for Howe, he would need your support. Memberships are $25 and are available at all home games. Your membership benefits not just high school programs, but also middle school sports. Please support your hometown kids, even ones that might have a name like Aljundo Dankenstater.
Welcome back. It's punt time for Howe. Fourth and about 5.5. Or fourth and right at 5, actually. Hunter Cheatham on to punt. And this is going to be a low wobbly kick. Going to bounce to get a good Howe bounce inside the 20. Still going toward the 15. Still rolling. Almost to the 10. And going to be killed at the 11-yard line. So Caddo Mills is going to have to go 89 yards here with 2:21 to score before the half to tie it up.
I bet you can't guess what Bulldog was down there.
Yeah.
Chase Barnett.
Yeah. It used to be Andrew Griffin, but now Barnett is roll. And guess who?
Yeah.
Chase Barnett.
Chase Barnett.
Let's see, 2:21 on the clock. And Caddo Mills at their own 11-yard line. They're going to have to quick strike it here. The Howe band is in the end zone, or beyond the end zone, warming up, getting ready for halftime. Again, we have Jake Roberts up here, a 6th grader. He wants to be a broadcaster. And this is going to be a handoff to Hammonds, rather, and he's going to fall forward to near the 17-yard line. Pretty good gain there of 6 on first down, but they're going to need more than that with 2:05 on the clock and rolling here in the second quarter, second down and 4.
Mikey Heimel and Chase Barnett in on the stop.
Shotgun for Hayden with one man in the backfield, which is Hammonds. A low snap, he digs it out, pumps, now wants to look deep to the right, under pressure, throws incomplete. And he had a man right in his face in the backfield, and apparently for Howe, that was J.C. Helpenstell.
Looked like we got 2 flags on the play, but it may have been illegal man downfield.
Well, he was taking a lot of time back there, looking at many options to throw.
Looked like Jacob Pooley was a man downfield, and he's wearing number 78, so that don't work.
So this one up. It'll be about 9. As the ball is spotted somewhere around the 12-yard line.
Caddo Mills has got trips to this side.
Yeah, 3 receivers near side, 1 up top. 1 man in the backfield is Hammonds along with Hayden, who gets it, drops, now looks near side, wants to throw. It's going to be incomplete to his receiver, Logan Baker, and that's a couple of times Baker's had it in his hands and dropped it. His footsteps.
Yeah, Dyson Dillard back there in the backfield kind of breaking things up a little bit, making things rough for Hayden.
Third down and 9 coming up. The Green Pants making their way up to the line of scrimmage.
Looked like Freeman checked into the game as running back.
Yeah, he's a late arrival, but he is in the backfield, number 99. And this is going to be a handoff to the near side. Same play as a moment ago. They picked up 24, and this one's going to go a ways too. Hammonds to the 30-yard line, and a late flag comes in at the end of that play.
Looked like Chase Barnett tried to go over somebody and it slowed him up just a little bit. That's one of them plays you hate to see your guy go airborne, but it was a little effective.
Coach Hudson not happy about the call. His palms are to the sky. He's screaming at the officials. The line judge is who threw it, which is Cody Macri. But Hudson is not getting the explanation he wants to hear. And it's going to go against Howe. And that's going to be a pretty big penalty. With 1:26 on the clock, Caddo Mills is going to be in striking distance here.
I couldn't make it out, but I think the official was saying helmet to helmet, I believe.
So the ball now at the 46. Thank you, Justin. Shy of midfield by 4 yards.
Coach Hudson disagreed.
Yes, he
did.
did.
I think so. I think he's still disagreeing.
1st and 10. Hayden in the gun, drops back 3 steps, 4 steps, 5 steps, throws across the middle. Incomplete. Hammonds setting up the middle screen, but you got to catch the football at 2nd down and 10.
He's still letting that official have it. That official might move to the other side after this at halftime.
So 2nd down and 10 coming up. That, of course, the incomplete pass stops the clock. It only took 6 seconds off the clock. There's 1:20 right now. 2 receivers near side, 2 up top. 1 man in the backfield. No tight ends. And Hayden wants to roll out right. Looking to throw under pressure. Steps up from the defender. Throws it down the field. It's going to be caught, I believe, by Lewis. He stayed in bounds. They'll move the sticks and the clock will keep rolling.
He was met hard right there in initial contact by Winston Moss.
The clock rolls under a minute. 3rd down and 4. Caddo Mills to the line of scrimmage. I believe they're out of timeouts. Shotgun, rolling right, wanting to throw down the field for a 1st down. It's going to be caught. And out of bounds is Kobe Dumeyer. And that will stop the clock at 44 seconds, and they'll move the sticks. Ball now spotted at the 40. .40 yards away from the north end zone, and points for Caddo Mills. Howe trying to keep them off the board. 1st and 10. Hayden in the gun. Rolls right again. Looking down the field. Under pressure. Heaves it. And it's going to be incomplete. Overshot his man. And looking for Lewis down the right side. Coverage by Ty Harvey.
Hit hard just as he released the ball by Cameron Blesseye and Dylan Monroe.
There's a lot of pressure coming tonight from the defensive ends. And Howe's overall game has stepped up measurably tonight.
Freeman checked back into the ball game.
2nd down and 10. Caddo Mills in the huddle want to talk about this one for a while with that clock stopped at 36 seconds. Ball spotted at the 40. 7th play of the drive here in the 2nd quarter. 2 slots near side, 2 men in the backfield. And they're going to fake the hand to Freeman. And he wants to throw it down deep. And Hammonds falls down at the 22-yard line. If Hammonds doesn't fall down, he probably makes the catch.
He was wide open.
He was wide open along the near hash at about the 22-yard line. And the rain today and the mist that we had all day played a factor into that 2nd down play.
Yeah, that turf's just a little bit slick. Worked in our favor, didn't it?
3rd down and 10 coming up for the Foxes of Caddo Mills, moving right to left, trying to get in the end zone before the half expires. There's 29 seconds on the clock. Caddo Mills comes to the line of scrimmage. Lewis split out wide to the right. Three receivers near side. And rolling near side is Hayden, wanting to throw. Under pressure. Steps up, is going to be brought down by Moreau. He throws the ball away. It's almost intercepted, but it's going to be incomplete. 4th down coming up. And there's 20 seconds on the clock.
Hayden a little slow getting up there. want the official to throw a flag. I'm not sure why, but I didn't see anything. Monroe made good tackle.
He's very lucky there was a receiver in the area to avoid the sack. So it's 4th and 10 now from the 40-yard line. And again, 20 seconds on the clock. And they may run around here and try to waste as much time as they can. Hayden wants to throw. And throws it a one-hopper to his receiver, Lewis, and the ball will turn over on downs at the 40-yard line, and Howe can try a home run ball right here or simply kneel it.
Harvey's got the arm.
I wouldn't be surprised if you saw something crazy right here from Zach Hudson.
Yeah.
It would not surprise me one bit.
Chase Harvey, we've seen tonight, has got the arm to make the pass.
So, ball will be at your own 40, 60 yards away from pay dirt. There are 2 wides and 2 slots. One man in the backfield is Griffin. Chase Harvey goes under center. And he's just going to run right over left tackle, and that's going to be the end of the first half. He'll get 5 yards up to the 46-yard line, or 6 yards rather, but that's going to be the end of the first half, and Howe leads 14-7 at the half, and your Howe fans have got to be pretty happy about that. A lot different than weeks past. It helps to play evenly matched teams as well, but a great performance by the Howe Bulldogs here in the first half. We'll be right back right after this.
Carrie's Coffee Co. in historic downtown Van Alstyne next to the post office is the #1 coffee shop hotspot serving Bulldogs, Panthers, and mascots everywhere. Carrie's Coffee Co. offers a variety of organic coffee and non-coffee beverages. Come visit Carrie's Coffee Co. in downtown Van Alstyne next to the post office. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Carrie's Coffee Co. is Texas quality.
Welcome back. That was a quick one, and we'll talk real quick and recap this thing. A pretty impressive first half for Howe after having played 2 top-ranked teams in Gunter and Munster, playing a school that's way larger in Quinlan, and playing Bowie was the only really winnable game of those 3 in hindsight. And when you fumble 4 times, you're not going to win very many football games against anybody. That's what happens against Bowie. So far tonight, they've played clean, a new look on offense. They've controlled the clock. They've controlled the ball. They've controlled the game.
To me, looks like the Bulldogs of old. You know, there were changes. You said that, we would all be surprised. Well, I'm surprised. I'm pleasantly surprised. It looks like the team of old. Coach Hudson looked like he was more relaxed tonight before the game started, and I'm always proud to be a Bulldog, but it just makes you feel a little better when they all feel a little better.
Well, you can tell there was a little bit of pep in their step tonight in the pre. You could tell that things were looking pretty good for the Howe Bulldogs. At least the atmosphere looked a little bit better.
Yes.
Let's talk to Jake Roberts. He's a 6th grader at Howe Middle School. He wants to be a play-by-play broadcaster someday when he grows up. And Jake, what have you seen so far in this football game?
Well, the Bulldogs here have really shown up tonight after last week, where I was only there for the half, but I saw nothing offensively. The quarterback, a nice switch off the who'd they have last week?
It was Cohealy a week ago.
Okay, yeah, with the switch this week for the
Chase Harvey.
Chase Harvey, yeah. Playing very good. He's had a couple long balls, that one down here in the first quarter, and then the one for the touchdown here in the second quarter.
Yeah, I would say Harvey to Harvey has been the massive connection tonight.
Yeah.
When you have your quarterback and your wide receiver that kind of have grown up together and they play catch together, and it's nice to have that camaraderie, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, when you have 2 people grow up together, I mean, I have a brother of my own. He's 7. I play football with him all the time.
So let's talk about you in 6th grade and how is school going? You're new to Howe, right?
Yeah, this year.
Talk about Howe and how different is it from the schools that you were at in the past?
Well, it's at my old school. So there was this system at my old school that was instead of A's, B's, C's, or not C's, A's, B's, C's, and F's. It was 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the teachers it's not like a grade like this. So if you have like some kind of assignment that you don't do, they don't drop your grade. It's just what they want. So,
okay. So how is it in Howe?
Good.
Do you like it here?
Yes, it's very good.
Are you making friends?
Yeah.
Good. There's one kid in 6th grade whose name's Malin Walker. I know him pretty well. I hope he's a nice kid to you.
Yeah, he's pretty nice.
All right. Well, let's watch these bands. I tell you what, Jack, thanks for coming up here. I hope you've learned something by watching us, and hope you've learned our good side and don't learn all our bad habits. But we appreciate you having you up here, and you can stay as long as you want, or you can go back down with your family, however you want. But we appreciate you being here, Mr. Roberts. Thank you very much.
All right, I might come up in a little while.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, we're going to take a quick time out. We'll be back right after this.
Cavender Home Theater has the latest from Dish. New customers get free movies and HBO for a year. Get the multi-sports pack with NFL Red Zone free and the Amazon Alexa free. Existing customers can get the Alexa free too. Just refer a friend to Cavender Home Theater and we'll make sure you get one. Our Hopper 3 has 16 tuners, picture-in-picture with 4 screens, 2 terabyte hard drive, and voice control with Alexa. Cable can't do that. DirecTV can't do that. Come by our showroom or visit CavenderTV.com today.
A word from Douglas Propane.
I've been in the industry for 21 years. The other day I got a call from a elderly lady on the side of the highway that wanted to thank me because one of my technicians stopped and changed her tire for her. The service goes so much further than beyond propane. It's the mentality of the person that we have on our staff. We appreciate our customer base in Howe and surrounding communities, and go Bulldogs. Have a great year.
Welcome back. As the Caddo Mills Band is on the field, we will let you listen to both bands tonight. So enjoy.
Go above and beyond, lead by example, help others, and strive for superior musicianship. Tonight, our band members of the week are Joseph Lambert and Alex Whitlock. Congratulations. Tonight, we proudly present our 2017 UIL show, The Elements, Earth, Land, Water, Fire. Drum majors, is your band ready? You may now take the field for your halftime performance. Earth, wind, water, fire.
And now, introducing the Providence Howe Marching Band. And officers this year are President Caddo, Vice President Allison Moser, Secretary Shelby Armstrong, Treasurer Bethany Baxter, our Baptist David Burton, and Logan Baptist Eric Tyler, and one more girl in this country. Greet the band on the officers and representatives received for their outstanding efforts. This week's Rookie of the Week is Jay Howe. This week's Battler of the Week is DJ Knight. And reception of the week is the Double A, the Battery. Show Stained Glass. Our solos from Taylor Grace Jones, Natalie Sloan, and Eric Tyler. Instrumental solos from Jake Snyder, Michaela Doty, Jordan Griffin, Dawson Mitchell, and Josiah Again. What makes your people question? Is your band ready?
And that is your Pride of Howe marching band as Coach Hudson making his way down here to the sideline. Not sure if we're going to have a chance to talk to him or not, but he's maybe we might try to grab him since there's a lead. He might be willing to talk to us since there's a.
Give me a second, guys. I may can try to do something right quick.
Okay.
I don't know. Let's see what he's like.
Good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
I can't even see him anymore. Oh, there he is. All right, Justin's going to walk up to him. We'll see what happens here.
All right, guys. I got Coach Hudson here. Coach, offense controlled the ball here in the first half. Defense had played well. What did you tell your kids in the halftime locker room?
We just got to keep playing. I mean, I think the kids done a great job. They came out here and started the game, and so we got to finish the game now.
All right. Good luck second half, Coach. Thanks. There you go, guys.
Thank you very much. Great job, Justin, down there. And maybe we'll get a chance to talk to a very happy Zach Hudson at the game. Hopefully things go the way they went in the first half. And the only bad thing that has happened to Howe in the winnable game against Bowie is they shot themselves in the foot and fumbled about 4 times. Hopefully that doesn't happen here in the second half, and Howe can be victorious by controlling the ball again here in the second half. We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, it will be football time in Texas again. We'll be right back.
Calling all Bulldog fans to come down to the Sonic in Howe for half-price shakes after 8 and open until midnight. Home games only.
Where you get great food and big smiles, and a little message for our Howe Bulldog football players. Go Bulldogs, fight Bulldogs, win, win, win. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
I'm attorney Micah Belden, an old black and white Howe Bulldog. In criminal defense, you need someone who fights like a bulldog, arrested, or charged with a crime in North Texas. My number is 903-744-4252. We'll set up a free consultation. You will find out that I'm rough, tough, and I can't get enough. I'm board certified in criminal law by the Texas Board of Legal Specialization, Principal Office, Sherman, Texas. Visit my website at shermancriminallawyer.com.
Welcome back. As the Bulldogs have made their way back on the. We heard from Zach Hudson, who we wonder if Justin White's getting hazard pay tonight down there, talking to Coach Hudson.
Guys, he's focused. He's
intense, isn't he?
He is intense. I was joking around earlier. That first game, if looks could kill, I'd have been dead on the 50-yard line. That first game against Gunner, because he was. Not only were we losing, but we were shut out, and he was already focused. So luckily tonight we're in the lead, and he was willing to answer that one question for me. So I appreciate Coach Hudson.
Well, we are just about ready to get underway here in the second half. Caddo Mills is going to be kicking off to Howe. Howe, remember, won the coin toss and deferred to the second half, and here we are. It will be Brown to boot this one away towards the north end zone. It's going to be a high kick taken by Andrew Griffin at the 15-yard line, going to the far side, and grabbed around the head and brought down. That looked like a horse collar if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, it looked like Kalen Stanger got a good tackle with up around his head.
No flex on the play. It'll be 1st and 10, moving left to right for Howe, starting deep in their own territory at the 27-yard line. We'd like to thank the FFA, the Booster Club, for the Cowboy Nachos tonight. They are outstanding, as the brisket part of mine are already gone.
Yeah, and if you haven't gotten any, you need to run down and get some.
1st and 10, Heimel in motion. He gets the toss, going towards that far corner. He's got a little room and a lot of quickness, and he'll gain about 5 yards.
That's a great block by Cade Courtney on that outside edge.
Yeah, earlier in the game, Mom sitting down here was taunting me a little bit because she had some nachos, but you should see these Cowboy Nachos they brought us from the concession stand. They are massive.
Yeah, she missed out too, didn't she?
Yeah.
See?
Oh, now My wife has some nachos.
Yeah, but she doesn't have the cowboy nachos.
No, not the cowboy nachos. Those are extra special. 2nd down and 7 coming up for Howe as Harvey's going to drop back, wants to throw deep down the field, looking for Heimel. In between Heimel and Harvey, that pass was somewhere in between the two receivers, and it falls incomplete. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, I'm not real sure if Harvey went too deep and Heimel,
I think
thought he was going shorter. Or?
I think he overshot Heimel, I think is what happened there. But it'll be 3rd down and about 7 for Howe at the 32-yard line.
These hand signals and everything that go on in the game, boy, I'd be lost all the time.
Plays or anything.
Right,
You'll be all right.
Right.
3rd down and 7. Heimel goes in motion. This is going to be a handoff up the middle to Andrew Griffin, who makes one defender miss and goes down after about a 3-yard gain at the 35-yard line. So 4th coming up in your own side of the field with about 3.5 to go, and the punt team will come on the field. Hunter the punter, will come on.
Hunter the punter. That's a good one.
We had Hunter Smith for Sherman for a long time. Hunter the punter ended up punting for Indianapolis Colts for a long time. Here is Hunter Cheatham, and it's a high end-over-end wobbly kick, going to bounce at the 34-yard line and go out of bounds right at the 26-yard line.
Chase Barnett again down here to down the ball.
Full speed Barnett. We need a nickname for him.
Yeah. It looked like we may have had a little extracurricular with Maki Heimel and Kalen Stank.
So there is 10:26 on the clock. Howe leading 14-7. And giving the ball back to Caddo Mills to start their first possession of the second half. 1st and 10. Hayden in the gun. Two backs with him, one on each side. This is a handoff to Hammonds, going to the far side. Chased down by Winston Moss, but he does get the seam, and he gets the corner, and he picks up room all the way to about the 34-yard line.
Andrew Griffin run him out of bounds. They're trying to get that wide side. You spread that out and then cut up off a good block downfield.
It looks a lot like a buck sweep, and it's been good about at least 8 yards every time they've run it. So it's 2nd down and 2 after the big run.
Josh Freeman checked back in for Caddo Mills at running back.
Freeman and Hammond in the backfield along with Hayden, and Hayden's going to keep it on the read, and he picks up enough for the 1st down at the 37-yard line.
Andrew Griffin again in on the stop for the Bulldogs. We can never say enough. Andrew Griffin's all go all the time, and he's been in on a lot of plays again tonight.
And he is all Griffin.
He is all Griffin. He's short and stocky, and I would always want him on my side.
No doubt. That's a kid you always want in your corner. Ball at the 37-yard line. 1st and 10, Caddo Mills. 2 men in the backfield along with Hayden, who's in the shotgun. 2 receivers near side bunched together. It's going to be Lewis and Jackson. And this will be a handoff near side. For the first time, they wrapped up Hammonds on that buck sweep.
Dylan Monroe, Andrew Griffin.
Loss of a yard. Takes it back to the 36.
J.C. Heppenstall in on the stop.
So 2nd down and long coming up for Caddo Mills. There's Micah Belden.
Yeah, I say that.
He's rough, tough, can't get enough. 2nd down. Hammond and Freeman. And this is going to be Hayden looking right, throwing it down the field. A low pass, and I believe it's going to be caught. And Hudson is not happy about that. Lewis makes the catch, and he gets up limping, goes off the field. The pass is ruled a catch at the 43-yard line. Good for 7 yards, but 3rd and 4 coming up.
Again, this we got an official on this side, talking to these coaches and not watching what's going on. And Hudson's letting him know about it.
Jackson and Baker read option. Hammonds takes it. It's going to be popped by Cameron Blesside. No gain on the play at the 43-yard line. 4th down coming up.
It looked like Cody Banks for the Foxes lost his helmet. It's going to have to take a play off.
So 4th down coming up. Punt time for Caddo Mills as Hammond will stand at about his 34-yard line.
4th down.
And currently, nobody's going back to return this punt. They are not certain that Caddo Mills is going to punt this thing, so nobody goes back. And Hammonds takes one step and does boot it away, and it's going to go very far down to the 25-yard line. Now take a Howe bounce almost to the 30 at the 29-yard line, and that's where Howe will start as the Howe Bulldogs high-five each other as they swap sides. 7:04 on the clock here in the 3rd.
It's rained down that ball for Caddo Mills.
Look at their wrist. Everybody has a wristband now. And Coach Hudson calling the plays from the sideline. And he'll hand signal in a play, and they all are on the same, they hope are on the same path. And it's 1st and 10. Howe taking a lot of time as the officials just now get it underway and blow the whistle. Chase Harvey goes under center. Man in motion is Dylan Moreau, and Harvey rolls out right and wants to throw deep down the field, slings it out. It's going to be caught by Harvey at the 41-yard line, and he is slung forward to the 44 as one of the defenders was trying to strip the ball out of Harvey's hands. It was Colin Stanger, and Harvey got up and just kind of gave him the principal stare.
Right. And I got you on that one because you can Colin Stanger.
Colin Stanger.
Colin Stanger. What a name. That's a good name.
That's a good name. 1st and 10 for Howe, left to right, moving towards the south end zone. Ty Harvey and Chase Barnett. Wide right, Dylan Moreau, near side slot. This is a handoff Griffin. A great block over the right side. And he crosses the midfield stripe into Caddo Mills territory at the 49-yard line. And Barnett was trying to get a good block there, and he got a big punch from Griffin in the back.
Kalen Stanger in on the stop for Caddo Mills. Hey, so don't want to get in Griffin's way.
2nd down and 4. And Chase Harvey around the left edge on the quarterback keeper has the 1st down, fighting for more yardage to the 45-yard line. 4-yard pickup.
Colton Stringer in on the stop for Caddo Mills.
Mikey Heimel checks in for Chase Barnett as Coach Hudson is doing some kind of wiggle and dance there and now calls the play in. I'm not sure if that's part of it or not, but he stood there and did some kind of a dance.
That may be a bluff.
It may be.
1st and 10, left to right. Harvey goes under center. Man in motion is Heimel, and he'll stop just short of the line of scrimmage and hand off Griffin, left side. And he's got about 5 yards. As you can see now where Griffin in weeks past had somewhere around 3 yards of pop, and it would be 3 yards or 2 yards or 1 yard or 3 yards. And now things are opening up a little bit better. Blocks are being made, and secondary blocks are being made. And Griffin's able to punch 5 and even 10 yards now at times.
And you can see the frustration beginning to build on these Foxes. They're beginning to get a little extracurricular activity going.
2nd down and 5. Harvey pumps and now throws deep down the right side. Ty Harvey goes up, comes down with it at the 3-yard line. Harvey to Harvey again.
Great catch by Ty Harvey.
There's a fight for it, but Ty Harvey comes off the pile and runs towards his teammates. What a big boost. And the Howe flags are being carried down. A great play. 37 yards on the pass and catch. Harvey to Harvey.
You know, that 6'5" frame again comes in handy.
He just went over the back, caught the ball, came down with it. There was a fight for it, but Harvey came out with the ball. 4:49 on the clock. Howe leads 14-7. Looking for more right here. 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Chase Harvey keeps the ball, and he's going to be in trouble, brought back for a loss at about the 8-yard line. Maybe a miscommunication on a snap there.
Kalen Stanger in on the stop for Caddo Mills.
So the ball's going to be on the 8. It'll be second and goal from the 8.
Yeah, that last jump ball up to Harvey, when he came down to it, it's almost like the official said, we're kind of just watched him to see who's going to come up with it, kind of let him fight it out for a little bit. Harvey was the lucky recipient.
They're spotting the ball at the 8. And Chase Harvey will go under center of Clay Marshall. And he wants to throw. The screen pass near side, and that gets batted away. It's a loose ball, and Howe just knocks it out of bounds. Riggs goes and follows the pushes it out of bounds. And that's going to be a big loss on the lateral.
Oh, and this should be an incomplete pass.
The ball was tipped, and the officials are acting like it's not. So they're going to talk about it. Right now, the ball, they're going to try to spot this at the 20-yard line, but it's a tipped ball. It would not have taken that crazy hop backwards if it weren't tipped. And they're going to say it's not. They're going to say it was not tipped. And Hudson not happy. Wow, they're going to spot the ball at the 21-yard line. A loss.
You know what's interesting, guys, is as soon as Hudson found out it was going to be after the conference there, they came back, he was just kind of like, okay, forget it. Let's go to the next play. He wasn't going to sit and dwell on it. He had a play call to make.
Yep. And now it's third and goal from the 21, a loss of 13.
We Harvey again.
Man in motion, Dylan Moreau, as Chase Harvey is going to throw it. Rolls out right, looking that way. He's going to tuck it, and he is banked down hard at about the 21, which was the line of scrimmage, so fourth down coming up. So Howe just had a great opportunity 3 yards away from punching it in. It now faces a fourth and goal from the 21. What a terrible turn of events for Howe with wasting that opportunity.
That Colton Stringer and Kirk Childs run Harvey down from behind.
Guys, I'm making a call right here. I say they go long to tie Harvey down the sidelines. Let him go up and use that frame to go up for it.
Yeah, I certainly would. And if I'm Caddo Mills, I'm thinking that way too. Fourth and goal. Harvey drops back, looks right, under pressure, and sacked at the 27-yard line. He came free. Nobody blocked the outer edge, and it was Armando Aguilar who made the sack at the 27-yard line, 28-yard line. And 9-play drive goes for naught as Howe comes up empty after taking 4 minutes off the clock. Caddo Mills will start from their own 28-yard line. That was a golden opportunity flushed away.
Yeah, that you hate that opportunity to get taken away.
2 men are in motion here. I didn't think you could do that.
I didn't think you could either. A little mishandle on the snap. Looked like a direct snap to number 25, Payne Painter.
Yeah, that'll be a loss of 2, backing that one up to the 26-yard line.
Wow, what a name, Payne Painter.
Payne Painter. Payne Painter.
Say that fast 100 times. I'm fond of these names tonight. They're a little easier.
They're not the Munster style, are they?
No, they're not.
Second down and about 12 for Caddo Mills, moving right to left. Hayden in the gun, wants to throw the screen pass near side, caught by Jackson, and he's got the outer edge, and down the sidelines he goes, close to a first down, and the official, the line judge, which is Mike Lipsy, will spot the ball at the 35-yard line.
Hudson doesn't like that call either. I'm not real sure what's going on there.
So third down and 3 coming up for Caddo Mills, and a big play here. This is one of your big ones of the night right here. Third and 3. If you can hold them here and force them to punt, get the ball back, and continue on what you were doing, you've got to stop them right here. Force a punt. This is going to be Hammonds coming near side, and this play has been successful all night. It's a first down. And Hammonds is horse-collared and drug out of bounds by Heimel near midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards, on the what looks like a buck sweep coming near side. He's got a lead blocker, Freeman, who is a great blocker, and he gets that lead block on the edge, and that kind of seals that edge for Hammonds to turn the corner.
Yeah, I'm not real sure. Watching Coach Hudson, he's very vocal with the referee. I'm not sure what's going on.
1st and 10, right to left. Hammonds carry again, this time right up the middle. Mikey Heimel, the first man there. It's going to be a gain of about 5, crossing midfield to the 48-yard line.
Dyson Dillard and Chase Barnett coming up off the pile.
They'll spot it at the 49, actually. 2. The original line of scrimmage, I guess, was the 47, so it was a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6 coming up at the 49-yard line. And a little early motion there by Freeman as he turned a little bit too quickly. And that is the first penalty of the night, I believe, on Caddo Mills. Illegal motion on Freeman, who moved just a little bit early in the backfield, and that will back it up. It'll be 2nd down and about 11 coming up. Oh, they did have a personal foul earlier. That's correct. Stephen Braswell, our spotter. That's why he gets paid the big bucks, right?
That's right. I see you down there laughing, Justin.
2nd down and 11. 2 men in the backfield. Hayden, the quarterback, low snap, digs it out, setting up the screen in the middle. Now it's throwing it deep. Way down the field. It's almost intercepted by Harvey. He had his hands on it. Ty Harvey had it easily intercepted, but he dropped it. It went off his fingertips.
Boy, it went right off those fingertips, too.
That's one of those things where, boy, you just thinking about, you're already thinking about scoring. Turning around, showing the ball. It just happened too fast. So it'll be 3rd and 11 coming up.
JC into the game for Mikey Heimel.
Ball spotted at the Caddo Mills 46-yard line. 3rd and 11. Pump fakes near side. Hayden across the middle. High, caught by Jackson. He brings it down for a 1st down at the 37.
Chase Barnett.
That's Logan Banker actually on the reception. And that will move the sticks. Some momentum going Caddo Mills' way now.
Chase Barnett in on the stop on that pass.
12 yards on the pass and catch.
Josh Freeman checks back in at running back for Caddo Mills.
Well, look out for the buck sweep. 2 slots on the near side, 1 to the far. And this is going to be that buck sweep on the far sideline. A missed tackle, and now Hammonds has lots of room toward the far edge, about 8 yards on the play. Still going. I thought for a moment he was brought down over there after 9 yards, but he kept his feet going, and now it's a 1st down to about the 25-yard line.
Cameron Blesseye in on the stop for the Bulldogs.
25-yard line, so a 12-yard gain for Caddo Mills, and they're knocking on the door trying to tie this football game now.
35 seconds left in the 3rd.
You've got to cash those in when you're 1st and goal from the 3. You've got to be able to capitalize on those, and Howe did not, which is setting up this possible game-tying score by Caddo Mills. 2 men in the backfield, handoff, and that is Freeman, 21-yard line.
It looked like he tried to jump over Andrew Griffin.
Yeah, he just took off and leapt right over the left guard. 2nd down and about 7 coming up. That is the end of the 3rd quarter. Howe still leading 14-7, but Caddo Mills knocking on the door. We'll be right back with more Howe Bulldog football.
Hey, this is Monty Walker. Nothing in this town is a secret for long, but I've got one for you. I know you know all about Abby's Restaurant's Big Time Chicken Fried Steak, but this old bulldog can't get enough of their patty melt and grilled chicken patty melt. Just don't tell them where you heard it. Hey, it's a secret between you and me. Abby's Restaurant is Howe's own small town, small business, family-owned restaurant in the historic downtown district.
Don't tell anybody about their patty melts, because I want one.
When life is at its most difficult, we surround ourselves with people who are kind, compassionate, and understanding. At Scoggins Funeral Home and Crematory, Tommy and Bobby K. Scoggins are those people. When tragedy hits, they will work for you and take care of what needs to be done for your loved ones. information about their services, visit ScogginsFuneralHome.com or call them 482-5225. Scoggins Funeral Home. Their loving staff will take care of you and your loved ones.
Even Jake Roberts knows what a backwards pass is and what the difference is between that and a tip ball. He's in 6th grade. But, hey, mistakes are made. That one was costly back there at the goal line. The officials said it was a backwards pass, and everyone else in the stands thought it was a tip ball. Nonetheless, Caddo Mills knocking on the door here. Ball at the 21-yard line. It's 2nd down and about 8. Waiting on the snap. Hayden is barking, and now Freeman goes in motion from left to right. And this is going to be Hammonds on the carry to the left side. Brought down by Dylan Moreau. A great play at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 8 coming up.
Yeah, that's a good tackle by Dylan Moreau.
Moreau, a 4-year football player on varsity here for Howe. You wouldn't think of it by looking at him. He's only about 5'5" or 5'6".
Not the biggest guy in the world.
But he has maybe the biggest heart. And if you've ever watched his brother play basketball, holy cow, Mason Moreau, he's fun to watch. 3rd down and 8. Handoff, near side. Hammonds gets a great block. He's got the edge to the 15 and scoots down at the 13-yard line. It's going to be close to a 1st down if it's going to be very close. They're going to spot it right at the 13, between the 13 and the 14. Justin's probably got a better look at it down there.
Yeah, it looks like it's. I think they just said it's going to be a 1st down. Move the chains. Hey, I mentioned here at the pregame about the field and it being a little damp. It rained here earlier. I've seen. We had that one earlier where I believe it was the Caddo Mills receiver fell down as the ball was going over his head. Then we had the running back here fall down. So we're seeing some guys who are losing some traction here on this wet field.
Yeah, you need the longer spikes on fields like this. This is an I formation. Under center, Hayden goes. We haven't seen this tonight. It's a power I offset. This is going to be handoff to Freeman, and he is the big kid trying to bust his way for about 1, maybe 2 yards. 2nd down and 8 coming up. That was a different look. Ball spotted now at the 12-yard line. As again, Caddo Mills trying to tie this football game. They have not had much momentum at all in this game. It's been all Howe, but a chance to tie right here. Howe has not capitalized when they've needed to on a couple of possessions. And now Hayden goes back in the gun with two running backs to either side. This is the read, and he's going to keep it around the left edge. Dodges one defender on his way for a touchdown. 12-yard touchdown for the quarterback.
Yeah, that looks like Coach Hudson maybe, disagreeing with that and calling they're tackling that defensive end.
There's a late flag that comes in at the end of this one. It may go against Caddo Mills. As of right now, it's 14-13.
Looks like we had offsetting unsportsmanlike conduct, maybe.
Yeah, it will be offsetting. So we're about to see this PAT by Brown. Kalen Dalton to hold, but the officials are still talking about it. The head coach for Caddo Mills is Steve Sumrow, and he's getting an explanation right now. Sumrow has been there for quite some time, the leader of the Foxes. Brown ready to boot this one away, as they're just awaiting the official signal. And here we go. It's a high snap. It's on the tee. The kick is up. The kick is high enough. It's straight enough, and it's good enough. And that's good enough to tie this football game. We are in the 4th quarter, and we got a tie football game here in Howe, Texas. Holy moly, it's going to be a good finish. We'll see you in just 1 minute.
You are invited to the one and only Bucks North Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne, Texas. Your friends and neighbors say it's the best barbecue. Come taste the difference at Bucks North Barbecue. For complete store information, including menu, location, and hours, click on bucksnorthbarbecue.com. That's bucksnorthbbq.com. Bucks North Barbecue in downtown Van Alstyne is a proud supporter of the Howe Bulldogs.
This is Michael Mosier inviting you to support your local Howe Athletic Booster Club. I may not be able to pronounce Enrique Comlero, but I can tell you that if he played for Howe, he would need your support. Memberships are $25 and are available at all home games. Your membership benefits not just high school programs, but also middle school sports. Please support your hometown kids, even ones that might have a name like Aljundo Dankenstater.
I am glad we don't have any Dankenstaters tonight.
No Dankenstaters. No Dankenstaters. Well, we do have some cowboy nachos.
We do, and they were very good cowboy nachos.
A big thank you to the FFA Booster Club running the concession stand. Cowboy nachos, and they had some barbecue, and man, there was some brisket on it.
Jalapenos, and boy, we just had it all.
Yeah, that was a good little halftime feast. So Howe's going to get the ball back. One would expect, unless something crazy happens here, and they are lining up in an onside. Look out here, now they back up. With a short field already, the onside is coming. I'm not sure that one's going to go 9 yards, but until the officials say something, I'm not going to. I mean, we've already had one. Really, I'm not going to go there. Not going to do it. Not going to do anybody any good to gripe about officiating.
You know, I'm not. They kicked from the Bulldogs 45.
Yeah, after the penalty, they already had a great short chance to have a short field anyway, to push Howe back. If they kick it away, it's likely to go in the end zone, and Howe would start at the 20. But at least by kicking an onside here, you give yourself a chance to get the football back. And if nothing else, Howe gets the football, you know, still fairly deep territory.
You know, I don't see what the Caddo Mills coach is talking about. The
Well,
ball didn't even go 10 yards.
Well, the ball went out of bounds, though. So Howe may get the ball with a penalty because the ball was kicked out of bounds. So we'll see where they because of the flag for kicking it out of bounds. I'm sure Howe will take the football and take the spot, or take the spot where they give them, because it'll be decent field position. So now Coach Hudson is talking with the official, the referee Robert Milton. He's having quite a conversation with him.
And he's not very happy at how the conversation come out. Looks like they're going to let him kick again.
So they're going to kick again. And this could be very bad news. I would much rather have the football. You know, because you know what's going to happen. They're going to onside kick it again.
Right.
If they do it a moment ago, there's no reason not to do it again. You know the onside's coming. Up across the front is Parker Blunt.
Alex Kelman.
And they're kicking it now on the near side again. That one didn't go half. And now Caddo Mills has recovered the football. I believe it went off of one of the Bulldogs. I'm not sure it even went 10 yards. It might have finally gone the 11th yard, and Caddo Mills got on the football.
Donovan Collins recovered that ball from Caddo Mills.
Oh, baby. 10:05 left to go in this football game, and I'm afraid we've got a barn burner. Here is Hayden going to hand off to Hammonds, going far side, trying to get that edge, and he does for about 6 yards, maybe 7, inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. About a 7-yard gain on first down brings up, well, they're going to call it 5, so second down and 5 coming up.
Big Devin Porter run him out of bounds.
Knee hit at the 29, which is 2 yards back from where I thought they were going to spot it. So Hammond's in the backfield with Hayden. Just those two. And now the screen pass near side is going to be caught by Lewis and immediately brought down by Winston Moss. A magnificent play by Moss to get through and bring down Lewis for a loss. About a 5-yard loss on the play.
It looked like Mikey Hummel may be having a cramp.
Back to the 34-yard line. So Caddo Mills sends out 2 receivers either side. On the far side, it's more of a slot look. One man in the backfield is Hammonds. He's with Hayden, who drops back 5 steps, wanting to set up the screen under pressure, and it's going to be caught over the middle and brought down. A great play again. Winston Moss, another great play.
Flag on the play. Looked like it may be roughing the passer.
It was Dumeyer who made the catch, but you're right. There's a flag right down there, and he took a pop. Coming.
The Bulldog coaches are acting like it's a rough on the passer. I think they're upset about it.
Coming off the right edge, I believe it might have been Dylan Moreau that was right in the face of Hayden as he threw it.
Yeah, I think Devin Porter may have been the one that made the contact with him.
That's going to be a big penalty.
And, you know, Coach Hudson, as we've seen him do in the past, just kind of just tosses his headphones down.
That's unfortunate because it looked to be a stop that Howe needed. It looked to be the stop that Howe needed there. But now it's a 10 deep inside Howe territory at the 21-yard line. And again, Caddo Mills will go to work as Hayden marks the signals. He moves Hammonds from right to his left. And now he's going to hand off to Hammonds. No, he's going to keep it around the right edge on the read. And he's forced out of bounds by Andrew Griffin and Chase Barnett at about the 17-yard line.
It looks like Josh Freeman checking into the game. Colton Stringer checking out. Oh, I'm sorry, Logan Baker checking out.
So now with Freeman in the game, you know what's coming. It's the buck sweep. Or it's a play that looks like a buck sweep. They need about 7 yards, and that's been good for 8 every time. And this is not the buck sweep. It's a trap across the middle. They're still good enough for maybe about 6 yards, up to about the 13-yard line.
Cade Courtney in on the stop for the Bulldogs.
They'll give him 4 and spot it at the 13. A big third down play right here.
Bulldogs stop them right here.
Howe needs their fans on their feet right here for this play. This is probably the biggest play of the game right here so far. 3rd and 2 coming up. 7:25 on the clock. Tie ball game. 14-14. Power I formation. Hayden goes under center. He's going to hand off to Hammonds, and he's met at the line of scrimmage and knocked down at the 13-yard line. 4th down coming up.
Dyson Dillard and J.C. Heppenstall in on the stop.
So if you'll run it on 3rd, you'll run it on 4th. And this overcomes the last play, which was the biggest play of the game.
Andrew Griffin trying to get the fans up in the stands.
Timeout's been called. We will take 1-2. We'll be right back.
Carrie's Coffee Co. in downtown Van Alstyne, next to the post office, is the #1 coffee shop hotspot, serving Bulldogs, Panthers, and mascots everywhere. Carrie's Coffee Co. offers a variety of organic coffee and non-coffee beverages. Come visit Carrie's Coffee Co. in downtown Van Alstyne, next to the post office. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Carrie's Coffee Co. is Texas quality.
Well, Justin White, you're down there on the field. You're near the team. What's the sense of the team right here on 4th down? Justin having some trouble communicating with us, apparently. What, Justin, if you can hear the sense of the team down here on this big play.
I'm sorry, guys, what's that? I was trying to listen to some of the coaches here during the timeout there.
What's the sense of the players and coaches here on 4th down? Quickly.
Just some strategy. I really couldn't hear what was going on here. I think they're just trying to strap up the helmets and go.
Here we go, 4th and 2. Caddo Mills at the Howe 13. This is going to be a handoff up the middle. Hammonds jumps and dives over the top. It's going to be close to a first down. No indication that it is just yet. It's going to be close. Justin, what do we got?
He's got the first down.
They're going to spot it with the nose of the ball touching the...
and barely got the first down. I think
he did.
I think that lead what helped him.
Wow. By the hair on the chinny chin. It's a first down at the 10. Ooh, that rhymed.
There, the chinny chin, first down at the 10. Good did. You worked hard on that.
Yeah, that was good, yeah. All right, left to right. Here we go. Fresh set of downs for Caddo Mills at the Howe 10-yard line. Handoff near side. That's Freeman. He's got some room up to the 6-yard line and brought down by Chase Barnett, or that one would have gone to the house. Barnett sealed the hole for just a moment to be able to ankle tackle Freeman.
Again, that's a big man coming at you. Chase Barnett, good job, buddy.
6:10 on the clock. 4 minutes have gone off the clock since Caddo Mills took it. It's second down and about 7. And Hayden is going to give it to Hammonds, being chased down and brought down at about the line of scrimmage. Andrew Griffin in pursuit. He wasn't able to get to him, but another defender was right there, and I believe that might have been Barnett.
It was. Chase Barnett brought him down, but Devin Porter tripped him up in the backfield.
So 3rd down and about 7. Ball spotted inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. Another huge play right here for Caddo's offense and Howe defense. This could be another play of the game right here.
Josh Freeman in the backfield for the Foxes.
I formation, under center, Hayden, handoff. No, he's going to roll and throw, and it's Freeman in the end zone, and he drops it. He had a touchdown, but he dropped it. He dropped it. He dropped it.
Oh, wow.
Boy,
he had the ball.
The bullet there.
Go ahead, Justin. Go ahead, Justin. So it's 4th down now, and now the field goal unit comes out.
Guys, and this kicker has the leg for it. I saw him during the next points, and he was kicking it through pretty strongly. I think he's got the leg to make this.
It would be a 25-yard attempt, but a flag is down before the play gets underway. Too many men in the huddle, I believe.
It was. That's what it was.
So what was to be a 25-yarder will now be a 30-yard attempt. What kind of breeze do we have, Justin?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
What kind of breeze do we have? Any wind?
No wind at all. Nothing.
30 yards from right in the middle of the field. Brown to kick it. Dalton to hold. It's on the tee. A low line drive kick. Goes right through the uprights and good. 17-14. Caddo Mills has taken the lead with 5:08 left to go in the game. And we'll be back right after this.
Alexa, turn to HGTV.
Tune into HGTV on Dish. This is Fixer Upper.
It may be a gadget, but it sure is fun. You can change channels and search movie titles easier than ever with Alexa. The best part? It's free from Cavender Home Theater. Alexa, why wouldn't everybody have Dish from Cavender's?
I don't know that one.
Don't be left out. Call Cavender Home Theater today or go to CavenderTV.com.
A word from Douglas Propane.
My tenured drivers are 5 to 7 years, and then our combined experience, the benefit of the era that we live in is the smartphone era. Any of my staff have the ability at a moment's notice to pick up the phone, and my drivers can call my service staff, and my service can call my driver staff, and everyone can get a hold of us. And then we have a staff 24-hour answering service.
Welcome back as Caddo Mills has taken the lead 17-14 at Bulldog Stadium. This is a barn burner with a barn burner type finish. 5:08 left to go in the game. Brown's going to kick this one off after a 30-yard field goal was successful to take the lead. This was a low kick, a long kick. Dylan Moreau has to go in the end zone to pick it up, and he's going to take a knee about 9 yards deep in the end zone, and Howe's going to take the ball 80 yards away from pay dirt with 5:08 to go in the game.
You know, if you give up points, you only want to give up 3. You know, you don't want to give up 7. You know, you don't want to give up any, but you know, if you had your ruthers, 3's better than nothing.
Well, it was a 10-play, 36-yard drive for Caddo Mills, and it took right at 5 minutes off the clock. So here comes Chase Harvey. Going to have to go towards that north end zone, 80 yards or 75 yards away, rather. Ball at the 25-yard line. One man in the backfield is Griffin. He'll get the carry here. Right side, slips and falls down after a 2-yard loss.
It looked like he may have just slipped on the maybe they're on the ground there a little wet.
It's that turf, guys, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it is a little wet out there. And now a haze comes across the field because some of the Howe fans have some kind of a smoke. The student body has some kind of a smoke issue that they're playing with over here, and that haze is crossing the field right now.
Looks like our spotter, Stephen Braswell, said it's baby powder. Again, that's what he gets paid the big money for.
And there's a whiff of that in the air.
2nd down and 12 right here. Winston Moss in the game goes in motion, and swing pass to Harvey is going to be caught and good for about 5 yards, but still about 7 yards short of a first down. 3rd down coming up. Big play here. Another big play. Anytime a tight football game, almost every play is a big play.
Cade Hayden made the stop for Caddo Mills. It's a name we haven't mentioned much as far as stops.
Howe needs a big conversion right here. And an exciting come-from-behind victory might be what the doctor ordered around this place. Harvey under center, drops back, rolls out near side, wants to throw. The ball is batted away and ruled incomplete as Harvey went up to throw it, and it was Cullen Brown who was right in his face to knock it down. It's 4th down and punt time for Howe.
That unfortunately is not what you wanted to happen.
3 and out is not the time. But again, it comes back to, earlier in the football game when they had it at the 3-yard line, looked like they were about to punch it in. And for, a bad exchange on a snap and then a horrible call on a tip pass that was ruled a lateral and a big loss, Cheatham is going to punt this one away. A wobbly kick on the far side, bounces to the 40, and still rolling to about the 36-yard line. And Caddo Mills will take over at their own 35.
There's still plenty of time in this ball game. We just hold them here, get the ball back, and do what we've done all night.
3:33 on the clock, and Howe's got to have a stop right here. The defense has been on the field the entire half, it seems. And what Howe did to Caddo Mills in the first half, Caddo Mills has done to Howe in the second half.
Our spotter, Stephen Braswell, again the big money maker, says Howe has 3 timeouts remaining.
1st and 10, left to right, Caddo Mills in their green pants, white tops. Hayden's going to hand off near side, and that's going to be over the right tackle. Hammonds, I believe, good for maybe 2 yards, and it's clock chewing time for Caddo Mills.
Cameron Blesseye in on the stop for the Bulldogs.
2nd down and 8 coming up, but more importantly, the clock keeps rolling. 3:11 off the clock. And if we get to a stop right here, you're going to start seeing some timeouts. But Howe's going to let it roll down right here, and Caddo Mills is going to take their time. There's 11 on the play clock. They're breaking the huddle, coming to the line of scrimmage. 7, 6, 5, 4. Trying to snap it, and they do. Handoff near side. Hammonds gets around that left edge. Chased down by Moreau. Can't make the tackle, but finally, after a gain of about 4, up to the 42-yard line, Howe calls timeout to stop the clock at 2:41. Ball spotted somewhere between the 41 and the 42.
Chase Barnett made the stop for the Bulldogs.
And it'll be a crucial third down coming up again. And the good thing is here for the Bulldogs is you would imagine that this is going to be a run. But the bad thing is, you know, they've got the buck sweep up their pocket, up their sleeve rather, and that one has been good for about 7 or 8 yards just about any time they've wanted it tonight.
You know, they make this stop here though. We still got 2:41, 2 timeouts. You know, we can make this turnaround.
Right here, it's 3rd and about 5. Justin, what's the feeling down there?
They're trying to stay pumped up here. You got right now, it looks like number 21, Michael Heimel, trying to get everybody to keep their energy up.
So Caddo Mills on the timeout. Their entire team came out to the hash, and now they leave. And the offense was going to the line of scrimmage, but now the officials told them to go back. They're not ready to blow the whistles yet. And now one official wants to talk to Coach Hudson. And whatever the news was that was brought to Coach Hudson was not something that he wanted to hear. And they're still talking to him. And Coach Hudson bends over and picks something off the ground that he threw on there down there a minute ago.
You know, we've had this conversation before. I wouldn't want to be on the other end of that conversation. You know, if you got to look up and he's a big man, I don't know if I want to be a part of it.
Yeah, Coach Fry's standing there right with him. Coach Johns scratches his head, takes his hat off, scratches his head like nothing's going right. And now Coach Hudson bends over with his hands on his knees and stares at the ground. And I don't know what the call is, if any. But
I couldn't make it out. There's something about the timeout that was called. I'm not sure. I couldn't make out what was being said. But whatever it was, Howe came in on the short end of the stick.
Now whistles will blow before this one could get. Mills has called a timeout. So I'll tell you what, let's take a quick timeout. We'll be right back right after this.
Calling all Bulldog fans to come down to the Sonic in Howe for half-price shakes after 8 and open until midnight. Home games only.
Where you get great food and big smiles, and a little message for our Howe Bulldog football players. Go Bulldogs, fight Bulldogs, win, win, win. It's not just good, it's Sonic good.
I'm attorney Micah Belden, an old black and white Howe Bulldog. In criminal defense, you need someone who fights like a bulldog. Call me now if you've been investigated, arrested, or charged with a crime in North Texas. My number is 903-744-4252. We'll set up a free consultation. You will find out that I'm rough, tough, and I can't get enough. I'm board certified in criminal law by the Texas Board of Legal Specialization, Principal Office, Sherman, Texas. Visit my website at shermancriminallawyer.com.
Hey, this is...
Well, we're coming back on the... Caddo Mills back out on the field. 3rd and 4 coming up. The officials, the discussion was something about a timeout, who called it or not. Big play here, 3rd down and 4. Hayden in the gun. This is going to be reversed, and he fakes the reverse coming down the field, and it's going to be caught by Freeman, or did he?
Nope, he dropped it. He dropped it.
Air Sigleski jumps, and Howe has hit at the 42-yard line and will force Caddo Mills to punt with 2:37 left to go in the game. My, oh my.
Yeah, that was, he just fumbled that ball out. He made a bad pass.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There's a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance. Andrew Griffin, take it to the house. He's back deep to return this punt, standing at about the 28-yard line. Hammonds will punt it away. He stands at his own 31. It's a high spiraling kick. Sends Andrew Griffin back, and now way back. Now he picks it up at the 7. Coming near side, makes a cut upfield, up to the 20, to the 22-yard line. A great decision by Griffin to pick that ball up, because had it kept rolling, it would have stopped somewhere about the 1. 2:28 on the clock. Harvey to Harvey time coming up.
You know, These officials there's lots of things going on out here that they're maybe just kind of overlooking and maybe missing.
Each team with 2 timeouts remaining. 1st and 10 for Howe, moving right to left. Says that Caddo Mills only has 1. Harvey wanting to throw. Deep around the left side of the field for Mason Riggs. Overshot him by about 7 yards. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, that looking on that far side, Harvey had a couple of steps on his guy. You know, I guess the play was meant to come this direction.
Yeah, it's Hammonds that's covering Harvey on the far side. And now 2nd down and 10 coming up.
Actually, looks like they've moved Hammond to a safety, and Peyton. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Peyton Hammond. I'm sorry. I was looking at Hayden.
Harvey under center, man in motion is Heimel. He's going to get the toss, coming near side, looking for a block by Andrew Griffin. And a little bit too fast because the backside defensive end came in and made the stop after only a minimal gain of about 4. 3rd down and long coming up for Howe, and a timeout's been called. We'll keep it here. The ball is spotted somewhere around the 27-yard line. And Howe's going to have to dig deep right here on 3rd down. You've got 2 plays to work with. Obviously, if it gets to a 4th down, you're not going to punt it.
Nope.
But guys, to say that the coaching staff is unhappy with the officials would be the understatement of the year.
Yeah, I would think so.
They've just had a real tough time with the officiating. We don't want to blame it on the officiating, but there have been some key calls that have been, I guess you could say, questionable.
Well, the tip pass was the biggest one of them all. And, you know, if we can see the trajectory of the ball changed up here, you know, you wonder how that was missed down there. And sometimes it's easier with a bird's eye view than it is, you know, right down there on the field.
Well, and then also think about, too, I mean, was from the passer that we had on like a 3rd down there when they were deep in Bulldog territory. Roughing the passer penalty that was on.
That was huge.
On Howe. That was huge as well.
Yeah, that was huge. Because it looked like they had a stop. So 3rd down coming up. Maybe some dramatics here at the end. 11 on the clock here in the 4th quarter. Howe trying to come back after leading most of the game. Chase Harvey goes under center. Man in motion is Heimel. Harvey barking, drops back 2 steps, wanting to throw right. Now throws it deep down the field for Ty Harvey, and it's going to be a flag on the play, and I believe it's caught by Harvey. Dylan Moreau runs over, but Harvey's still on the ground, and now he helps him up, but a flag down.
Actually got 2 flags.
2 flags on the play.
I think the question could be who's pass interference against. Caddo's thinking it's pass interference against High. And Bulldogs are saying it's against Caddo Mills.
Yeah, we had a late flag come in from the side judge on the Caddo Mills side.
Holding defense. So that'll be a 1st down for Howe. And we'll check and see where they're going to spot this thing. And that, for maybe the first time tonight, is a break Howe's way on the officiating side. So the ball now will be spotted at the 37-yard line. And a fresh set of downs. And he has yet to set the ball down. Now he does. And they haven't yet moved the sticks. And they're still talking about it.
Yeah, I'm not real sure. The side judge come back and talk to the referee.
And now Sumrow's wanting an explanation. The sticks have yet to move, and now they're signaling for the sticks to move. So the ball at the 37-yard line. Howe's got a new set of downs. Only 2:04 left to go in the game.
You know, Harvey had a good amount of time to throw that ball.
Man in motion is Moreau. Crosses behind Harvey. Rolls out right, wanting to throw. A lot of time. And he has Moreau, and he's going to be brought down inbounds, short of the 1st down, shy of midfield at the 46-yard line. You got to start hurrying right here. Gain of 9. 150 on the clock. 149 and rolling. Harvey trying to get everybody going. Barkin telling his receivers what to do. Goes under center. 2nd down and 1 coming up. Rolling out right, one to throw. Deep down the field. Going to be caught by Heimel, a first down. I believe he got out of bounds. He made the catch at the 40. No indication they'll stop the clock momentarily to move the chains. 1:33 on the clock.
Great catch by Mikey Heimel.
Ball spotted at the 40-yard line. Howe trying to come from behind and rally the troops. Harvey throws a screen pass out to Harvey. Escapes one defender. Flag down, and he's not going to be able to get out of bounds. He's going to be tackled at about the 37-yard line, but check the flag. That does stop the clock with 1:28 on the clock. At some point, I think you just got to go right down the field again. It's going to be against Howe. And it's going to be a bad one. Holding call. Spot foul. Brings them back near midfield to the 47-yard line.
1:28 left on the clock, Monty.
First down and 15. None of that really matters. You just need to get it in the end zone right here. 1:28 on the clock. Harvey pumps left, looks right, gets a block, throws it deep down the field. 3 defenders, and it's going to be intercepted by Hammonds at the 4-yard line. And that, my friends, is going to be your ball game. How unfortunate for it to end that way. But you'd rather it end going for it and laying it all on the line. And Howe's going to come up a little bit short tonight, fall to 0-5 for the first time since 05. There were chances to be had tonight. First and goal at 3 ended up a turnover on downs from the 21. And you can say that there was a bad call involved in that. There's been no definitive evidence of that until we watch a replay of some sort, but we all feel like, without question, that one was tipped at the line of scrimmage, which would have been an incomplete pass instead of a 21-yard loss, lateral, or 18-yard loss.
You know, I would say that this has by far been one of the best ball games of the year so far, and a completely different attitude.
Yep. You know, the thing about this, it doesn't matter. It's non-district.
That's right.
And if you're going to, get into the playoffs, you're not going to get into the playoffs by beating Caddo Mills.
Nope.
You're going to get into the playoffs by beating people like Pilot Point and Callisburg and Van Alstyne and Pottsboro and Whitesboro.
That's right. You know, and this is where you work out these problems, and as far as from what I can see, maybe Howe has worked out some of those problems.
Well, you have to, look back at this week, and so many changes were made during the week, and so many things were different this week. There's a couple of coaches who aren't here tonight, and things have been on the fly this week, and the attitude is different, and you saw that from the beginning. And I think there's great things to build upon from this football game. A loss is going to be, hard to swallow here because you led most of the game, and you controlled the first half without question. And now they're going to take a knee here again, and Howe's going to probably call another timeout. Or do they have any left?
I don't think they have any left.
I don't think they have any.
Yeah. So the clock is going to run out here. It's 3rd down. And Howe just hoping for some kind of miracle, maybe a fumble, something on the exchange.
And Coach Hudson just already told the player, just go ahead.
Yeah.
Just give it. Just go ahead and surrender here.
Yeah. I would probably steer away from any player or coach interviews tonight after this one, and maybe we'll do that in a couple of weeks against Pottsboro in a very elated. Things getting better for this team, and with the week that they had, This is much improved upon. The attitude is different, and I think there's something to be said about the direction now. And the arrow, is it pointed up or is it pointed down? And I still believe the arrow is pointed up.
I do too. I think it is by far. I think that arrow's pointed up. It's been rough, but it has been very. They've learned a lot, but they've also played some of the best teams that they've played in a long time.
The officials are getting off the field, and they're getting on out of here.
They are. They're leaving in a hurry.
They haven't, and I don't like to criticize officials, but they did not have the greatest of nights tonight.
They did not.
And now we'll get ready for the Howe School song and the fight song and all of that pageantry that goes with all of that, as the Caddo Mills is playing theirs right now. And we'll let you listen to the Howe School song. The way we anticipated the finish of this football game, Michael. It was controlled in the first half completely by Howe. Howe had many drives that looked like Howe of old. They had a 5-play, 42-yard drive to punch in their first score of the night, which was a 1-yard touchdown by new quarterback Chase Harvey. And then came back and scored on a 31-yard strike from Harvey to Harvey, ending a 10-play, 75-yard drive, which gave Howe a 14-0 lead with 6 left to go in the second quarter. And then Caddo Mills drove just before the half and scored on a 20-yard touchdown from Hayden to Hammonds, and that ended a 5-play, 70-yard drive and took a minute 31 off the clock and put Caddo Mills within striking distance right before the half. That was crucial to score right before the half. Howe took it back with a chance, but it had to punt. Caddo Mills drove again, but turned the ball over on downs before the half. Howe had the ball to start the second half and quickly exited. They went 3 and out, had to punt. Caddo Mills did the same thing, but Howe started to look good again on offense, starting at their own 29-yard line with 7:04 left to go in the third. Had a 9-play drive, but was sacked and turned the ball over on downs, which gave Caddo Mills the ball. And that was the play that they had made it all the way down to that was the drive. They'd made it all the way down to the 3-yard line after a big pass and catch. Harvey to Harvey at the 3-yard line. First and goal at the 3. A little botched snap, loss of 5. And then a screen pass out to the left side, which was tipped by a defender, but the officials didn't see the tip. They thought it was a lateral. The ball went back 18 yards, finally recovered by Howe, and all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal from the 21-yard line. And that kind of symbolizes the way the second half went for Howe. And then Caddo Mills answered that by scoring on an 11-play, 72-yard drive to tie the game. And it was a 12-yard touchdown by Hayden around the left end, the quarterback keeper. And that left 10:05 left to go in the game. Caddo Mills, maybe the play of the game was the onside kick. They knew it was coming. They got the penalty. They got the kick from a short field, and they recovered the football, and they capitalized on that one also, driving 10 plays and 36 yards, setting up a 30-yard field goal attempt by Cullen Brown, which was good. And Caddo Mills took the first lead of the night, 17-14, with 5:08 left to go in the game. and Howe got the ball back and had to punt. Caddo Mills took the ball back from Howe, and they were forced to punt. Howe, on a last-minute drive, went down the field 25 yards, and Harvey dropped back to throw the ball to his cousin Harvey, and it was intercepted by Hammonds. The ball was overthrown by about 7 yards. I think maybe Chase Harvey might have been a little excited in that last moment because he overshot Mason Riggs by 7, and then he overshot Harvey by 7. I think he had just a little bit too much juiced up, a little amped up a little bit in that last drive, and you could hardly blame him. First start at quarterback on varsity, and that pass was intercepted by Hammonds, and then Caddo Mills just killed the clock, and that is your football game, Michael Mosier.
Yeah, it was, and you know, there's a lot of things that make it look better. There's a lot of things that they can work on and improve, and I think we're going to see an even better team in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll have a week. The good thing about Howe's, they've had so many changes and so many opportunities and so many distractions, and this week there's just been so much going on behind the scenes that we're not going to talk about. But there's a lot going on.
Yes, there is.
And they have a couple of weeks now to iron out some of those things. And the bye week probably comes at the most opportune time, but it's not going to be easy sledding into district because you start off district with Pottsboro and Van Alstyne, and those are two pretty tough teams, especially Pottsboro to be crowned the district championship, the district champions this year, but nobody's played a game yet, and that's why you play them.
That's right.
Well, for everyone, Justin, go ahead. You got something?
Yeah, I was just going to say, you talk about the arrow pointing up. I think it is. I think that with this, I don't want to say it's a new offense, but just a different look. You know, they went under center, giving a dose of Griffin and seeing Harvey run the ball. And Harvey's got a nice arm, guy his size. Able to, maybe like you talked about, maybe a little juiced up, may have to take a little off of it, but I like him at quarterback, and I like this offense. I think the defense will kind of take care of itself. They've kind of played with their hair on fire to begin the evening, but you're right. It's good to have a week off here just to work some more of those kinks out, because after this, I mean, you've had your tune-ups here. After this is where the games start really counting. Yeah,
nothing matters anymore about non-district. These games, they count in the record book, but they don't count when it really matters. And district is all that matters. And that starts in 2 weeks. So we will take this evening, we'll take the time to say so long, everybody. It's been a fun night. At least we got a great football game for the first time this year. Some excitement up here in the booth.
It was a fun game.
It's kind of hard to do 40 to 14 games, but it's really easy to do 17 to 14 games.
That's right. And this was a great game tonight, and I look forward to the next 5.
It's going to be fun. The next 6,
7,
8,
8, 9.
Yeah. All right, guys, for everyone who's been a part of this one, including Stephen Braswell, Michael Mosier, Justin White, I'm Monty Walker. We will see you in 2 weeks at Pottsboro.
This has been a Grayson Publishing.
Bills over a defender into the end zone. It's touchdown time in Texas.
Howe Bulldogs football has been brought to you by Cavender Home Theater, Sonic of Howe, Scoggins Funeral Home, Kiri's Coffee Company.
The Bulldog fans are on their feet. Both sides at full throat, 4th and 2.
Howe Bulldog football is also brought to you in part by Buck Snort Barbecue, Abby's Restaurant, Attorney Micah Belden, and the Howe Athletic Booster Club.